Just do apply. Want to sell your house? Then call my buddy Troy, 720-900-4433.
Get the fastest local alerts and accurate 24/7 forecasts with WeatherBug. It's easy to use, so the weather never takes you by surprise. Download the free WeatherBug app today.
KKFN and KKFN HD1 Longmont, Denver. You are listening to Denver Sports 104.3 The Fan.
Do you have the time to listen to me whine?
Caffeine Kicks.
You're drinking from a cup of coffee that's clearly not yours.
Right.
Because on the side it says, Mama needs more coffee.
Selective amnesia.
I mean, things come out of my mouth. I don't remember from segment to segment what I said.
And oversimplification.
Mike used to be intelligent before he started working with me, and I've dumbed him down.
He has dumbed me down a lot. I'll be honest, it's going to be hard to dumb me down.
It's Stokley and Evans with Mark Schlereth on Denver Sports 104.3 The Fan.
All right, good morning, everybody, and welcome to it. A Tuesday morning is here. We are so glad you were with us. As we say good morning, Brandon Stokley, how we doing?
I'm doing great. I'm watching Tiger Woods. He's going to play in the TGL finals tonight. I think that's awesome. I don't care if it's simulator golf, real golf. The fact that he's able to swing a golf club
Getting ready for the Masters.
gets me excited. Yeah, I mean, well, the Masters is in a few weeks, right? Yeah, that's in a few weeks.
Yeah.
I'm not expecting him to play.
Oh, you're not?
No, I know he said, there's a possibility, but no, I'm not expecting him to play. I'm really not. I would love it if he did. I'm a huge Tiger fan, and he brings something different to the game. And so, but it's cool that he's going to be playing tonight, doing it, even if it is simulator golf. I got into TGL a lot more. When it first came on last year, I thought it was horrible.
Right.
And then towards the end, I'm like, all right, it's a Monday or Tuesday, not much is going on, and it was entertaining, and I think it's gotten better this year.
I'm kind of with you. I don't make it appointment TV. It's not appointment watch for me. But if I kind of pass through it, stumble upon it, I'll watch it for a while. I kind of like the simulated part of it. I'm not really a big fan of, but when then they move to the green,
yeah, okay,
and they're doing the chipping and the actual putting and all that's kind of cool.
I think they made it better from year one to year two, and like you said, I'm the same way. Not much usually is on this time of year, Monday and Tuesday.
Right.
So, because I enjoy golf, and I do enjoy playing simulator golf. When you can't play real golf. So, yeah, I've actually enjoyed it, and I thought it was going to be terrible. So having him return tonight, I think is a good thing.
Well, we had a good time last night. We said goodbye to our pal Richie Carney. Who's heading off to Sacramento to become the program director at our sister station there in Sacramento, All Sports Station there. And so we had a going away party for him. Great turnout.
Yeah, well, we were talking yesterday about, what we needed to bring just because we weren't sure, because last time we had a kind of a company event. It was
dry sweet night.
Dry sweet, no food, no drink.
Absolutely.
So we weren't sure how this one would go up, but I heard that there weren't going to be a lot of people there. It was just kind of be us from our station.
Yeah.
But there wasn't. It was a great turnout, and we had a really good time.
Yeah. So we had, let's see, it was you, me, Stink, Josh, Cecil, Phil, Zack. More on him in a second. Ty was there.
AI Ty.
Lodo Chad Andrus, John Davis, Will Peterson, Anilo Pirro. Marilad was there for a while, bringing rays of sunshine to the party. Yeah, so it was good turnout.
Right. I mean, we missed Dan T wasn't there.
Dan T was not there.
I heard Dan T running his mouth on Sunday, too, by the way. He's running his mouth a little bit.
About?
A little bit too much.
About what?
About Zack and I.
Going after you and Zack.
Yeah, just out of the blue.
Something you
I'm
said.
just cruising down. I'm going to play golf. I'm like, let me listen. I love listening.
Strays on a Sunday.
Yeah, on a Sunday. I'd like, let me listen to my guy Dan T. Love listening to him. And, when, especially on the weekend, it's great. And all of a sudden he starts going back into the time machine and saying that, I don't know. It was calling Zack and I out for carrying, I think Vic Fangio's water, early on. I don't know if you're excited about a new coach. Shouldn't you be excited about a new coach, Mike?
Yeah.
Right? I mean, normally, I wasn't that excited about Nathaniel Hackett, honestly, but like any kind of new coach that you get, you ought to be optimistic, right?
You make an intelligent observation.
Thank you. So, if we're going to be positive about it, does that mean, why is that a bad thing? So anyway, he was trying to call us out on something like that, and I texted him. I said, hey, just be careful. Stokes listening. Yeah. So,
you got off, by the way, a hilarious line, which, so Zack comes in right after doing their show, and I see him and give him a hug, and I said, hey, happy birthday.
Well, and I had come up a little bit after you started the cut.
Right. So you weren't there when the conversation started. You kind of you walked back over to the table. And I said, hey, happy birthday. Because his birthday was a couple weeks ago. And I said, how old are you? And he said, 39. I said, cool, 39. And I'll let you take it from
That's when I walked up. I heard, like, cool, 39, right? And I was like, wait, what? 39? Wait, when? How? That's not even possible, right? Because and last time I went to a party like that, Zack, that was the day he made a hole-in-one, right? So which was awesome.
So you figured we were talking about golf?
Yes, because you and I were talking about how bad Zack's golf swing was right before he got there, right?
Well, yes.
Who else was in there? Drew. We're just talking about how bad it is for a guy that's an athlete.
Yeah.
So anyway, and then so I'm hearing 39. I'm like,
it's impossible.
Yeah, get the what? I'm like, wait, what'd you shoot? 39?
It's literally impossible.
And then y'all proceeded to tell me. You proceeded to tell me.
I said, no, he's 39. And you're like, oh, good, because there's no way he could have shot a 39 with that swing. And I'm like, dude, he's standing right here.
Well, you got me yelling now. And I played a couple weeks ago with him. He might have shot 59 if he was lucky. So
I want to pound his ass.
Yeah. So that was an interesting way to start. How about our guy? The little guy didn't even show up. Simmer was the only one from our crew that no showed.
I have a valid reason.
I mean, this was yesterday, John. That's what I was talking about yesterday with Mark. Like, this was camaraderie time, and AI Ty walked in, and I saw Mark walk in, and then you and I walked in together. Like, we all got there together at about the same time. And so what happened to you, John?
Well, Sunday to Monday night, I didn't fall asleep till like 2:30 in the morning.
Oh, God.
So I got like 2 hours of sleep.
Sunday scaries.
And so I was really tired after work, so I got home. I was like, all right, I'm going to eat food and take a nap, but I'm not going to set an alarm.
No, see, that's
and if I wake up, then if I wake up, then I wake up. If I don't, I don't. And when I woke up, it was 11:30 at night. So
it wasn't that important to you.
Yeah.
Right. That just
and
shows
my
you
license recently expired, so I don't want to be driving more than I have to before I get it renewed this weekend.
lot of dang excuses.
A lot of excuses.
And my license expired. I mean,
I like to call them reasons more than excuses.
Well, it's a little bit.
No excuses, no explanations.
I mean, if you wanted to go, you would have made it a priority. I mean, that's right. I mean, you'd have made it a priority.
But I wouldn't have been a lot of fun on 2 hours of sleep either. I would have just been.
Yeah, no, that's fair. That's fair.
I don't think we've ever hung out though with you socially.
Wow, you're like the non-social.
Oh, I'm social.
Just
part
of this.
I don't know if y'all are ready for that.
Do you not like us?
No, I like you.
Oh.
I don't know if.
What do you mean we're not?
I just don't want your opinion of me to change.
What do you mean we're not ready for you?
What are you going to be doing?
Yeah, we're
when
not
we're
ready
hanging out.
We're not ready for the simmer experience.
The guy is drunk.
What is that? Do you
He was high.
Do you morph into something else, or?
No, just a little different outside of work than I am.
Really?
A little bit.
Oh, well, we'd like to see that. Sometimes we'd like to see that.
I mean, what would be going on with John Summer that, I'm kind of nervous now.
I know. What is he away from the confines of the company?
Yeah. I mean, here, let me just, behind the curtain, John Simmer, he measures his food out on a little scale.
Yeah.
So, how much fun can you actually be when you're measuring your grains and your yogurt out at 6:20 in the morning? I'm just saying.
Not sure I can keep up with that.
Oh, boy. Man. Oh, I don't know if y'all ready for that.
All right, we are off and rolling. Got a big night coming up tonight. The Nuggets got some serious help last night. And does the Jaylen Waddle trade look even better after what went down in the NFL yesterday? That's next.
With the Nuggets now fully healthy, could they actually run their way through the Western Conference playoffs en route to another NBA title?
Outside of OKC, this team can run away.
You're right.
They could have 5-game series until they face OKC, and then that's 7. That's 7. It better be 7. Let's put it that way. Yeah. But everyone else, if you play your best basketball, that's a gentleman's sweep.
Denver Sports 104.3. The Fan.
Fellas, what is happening? Stoking for my friends at Rocky Mountain Men's Clinic. Low testosterone is a real issue for many men. It can lead to poor sleep, low energy, brain fog, reduced sex drive, and make it difficult to stay in shape. And as we all know, a healthy body plays a major role in overall health and well-being. And my friends at Rocky Mountain Men's Clinic, they also can help you lose weight, support metabolism, improve gains in the gym, and more with the 4 targeted body composition plans featuring GH peptides, NAD+, GLP-1s, PDAs, and so much more. Fellas, early to your mid-30s, you start losing 2 to 3% of your testosterone production every year, and it happens gradually. And before you know it, you just don't feel like the same man you did in your 20s or 30s. But guess what? I got a solution for you, and that's Jeff and his team at Rocky Mountain Men's Clinic. They served the Front Range of Colorado for nearly a decade, and they have successfully treated tens of thousands of men. Guess what? Most men wait a year or longer to get treated. Fellas, stop procrastinating. Pick up the phone. Don't ignore the signs. Call today, 720-440-7900. They have 5 locations in Colorado to serve you. Fort Collins, North Denver, Central Denver, Castle Rock, and Colorado Springs. Call 720-440-7900, or you can find them online at RockyMountainMen'sClinic.com.
Featured therapies are compounded and have not been evaluated nor approved by the FDA. Provider prescription required. See website for details.
Mike Rowe here with a random fact. More than half of the homes that have basements in North America will experience water damage. It's true. Whether it's basement moisture, flooding, or bowing walls, do yourself a favor. Call Groundworks. I spent some time working with these guys. They're the real deal. Their people are trained and certified to waterproof your basement and stabilize your walls. Schedule a free inspection with Groundworks, the foundation and waterproofing experts.
Licensed in all states where work is performed. See website for details.
Join Denver Sports 104.3 The Fan and Pepsi at King Soopers, 1650 30th Street in Boulder, on Wednesday, March 25th from 4 to 6 p.m. Stop by for your chance to win tickets to Wednesday's Nuggets game and sample Gatorade's low sugar line. Don't miss it.
Still haven't filed your taxes? You're not alone, but the longer you wait, the harder the IRS can hit back. Penalties, interest, letters, none of it goes away on its own. At Advanced Tax Solutions, resolving IRS problems is all they do. Whether you're a year behind or 10, their licensed tax professionals can step in fast, stop the stress, and help you get back on track. Don't let another day slip by. A quick call could mean a quick resolution. Contact my friends at Advanced Tax Solutions today and take control of your tax situation before the IRS does.
You know what I could really go for right now? Literally anything that comes in a McDonald's carton, wrapper, or bag. Or a McDonald's cup. Yes, any of those items should do it.
And if you could go for a deal, now get free medium fries with the purchase of any hot, juicy Quarter Pounder with cheese or new Big Arch. Just what your cravings ordered. Limited time only. Price and participation may vary. Cannot be combined with any other offer.
Ba-da-ba-ba-ba.
Jacob's Law and 303 Law 4040. I want to tell you about one of the cases I'm most proud of. And it's not because the number is eye-popping, although it is. It's because the clients trusted us to get them justice, and we delivered for them. Our clients were a wonderful couple, weren't looking to get rich. In fact, they kept saying, Dan, we're not looking to set any records here. But they were seriously injured, and despite promising to take care of them, when it came time to do the right thing, the insurance companies played hardball. We set it for trial and wound up getting $8.5 million. Plus, my lovely wife, Kimberly, was able to get all of their medical bills wiped out, putting hundreds of thousands of extra dollars in the clients' pockets. We were proud to help because our clients were good-hearted people who deserved justice. We hope you never need us, but if you do, we are here to help at 303 Law 4040, where you always get to meet directly with me and my lovely wife, Kimberly. Save that number in your phone. You never know when you're going to need it. That's 303 Law 4040.
When your check engine light comes on, do you see a repair bill or do you see peace of mind? For 20 years, CarShield's been the name America trusts to help keep you on the road. While other companies stop covering you when your car gets older, CarShield offers protection plans up to 200,000 miles. With over $1 billion in claims paid, we don't just promise protection, we deliver it. Don't let a breakdown break your budget. Get the flexible month-to-month coverage you deserve. Go to CarShield.com. That's CarShield.com today.
What in the world is going on?
You didn't hear? You can get iPhone 16e at Cricket Wireless for $0 when you switch.
iPhone 16e for $0? No way.
Yeah, and it has Apple Intelligence so you can clean up your photos.
Clean up your photos! Okay, but what's the hurry? The offer ends soon!
What they said!
Switch to Cricket and get iPhone 16e for $0 with no activation fee. Smile, you're on Cricket.
Requires new line and port in on the $60 Supreme Unlimited plan. First month service charge and tax to its sale. Terms and restrictions apply. See store for details.
Are your investments in the right accounts? What's best, traditional or Roth? Are you receiving all available tax deductions? Are you paying as little in tax as you can? These are all questions you can't afford to get wrong. Hi, I'm Jeff Jr., founder of Trajan Wealth, and in many cases, it's not what you make, but it's what you keep that makes the real difference. Trajan Wealth and Trajan Tax work closely together exclusively. No more guessing about whether you should do a Roth conversion, or if maxing out your 401k is really the best option. Our nationally recognized fiduciary advisors and CPA team work in tandem to make sure your tax strategy works with your investment strategy. We'll even do your tax preparation. One team, one strategy. Isn't it time for a second opinion? Call Trajan today, 720-204-8100. That's 720-204-8100.
Trajan Wealth, an SEC registered investment advisor. Additional services through Trajan Estate and Trajan Tax. Additional disclosures and accreditation at TrajanWealth.com.
Hi, I'm Terrell Davis, two-time world champion and Pro Football Hall of Famer. There is nothing more important than your health.
Score big. Save up to 50% off on select premium equipment. Visit one of Fitness Gallery's 7 convenient locations from Colorado Springs to Fort Collins.
This segment on 104.3 The Fan, powered by Waterloo Turf Denver. Get your Saturdays back.
Stream Stokley and Evans with Mark Schlereth, Dover and Cecil, The Drive, and all your favorite shows on the Denver Sports 104.3 The Fan app. Powered by Advanced Tax Solutions. Denver Sports 104.3 The Fan. Raw emotion.
I'm crying right now. I have tears in my eyes. These are legitimate David Edelman tears.
Deceptive tactics.
I'm not falling for that Louisiana draw country boy, not that bright. I'm not falling for it anymore.
And thick accents.
Ask Stoke to say groin for me, will you please?
Groin.
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 Groin. So it's not groin, it's groin.
Groin.
It's Stokley and Evans with Mark Schlereth on Denver Sports 104.3 The Fan.
All right, good Tuesday morning to you. We got Mike Klis joining us coming up in a little over 25 minutes. Check in with Mike. Some news on you get 30, every team gets 30 in-person visits. You can do up to 30 in-person visits, bringing draft prospects to your place to work them out, talk to them and everything. So starting to hear about some of the guys that brought in a pretty highly ranked offensive lineman tackle from Boston College that's projected to be a second-round pick.
Okay, I'd be happy with
ask Mike about that.
I'd be happy with a offensive tackle
in
the second round, wouldn't you?
Absolutely.
Got to keep building up that O-line. Don't want to ever let that thing regress, right? I mean, we've been there before where we're looking around at our offensive line, and we can be critical of it now, but we've had some bad offensive lines, so you always got to make that a priority.
And you got kind of lucky in that you had two pretty good linemen that were out there in free agency to go and get in Ben Powers and Mike McGlinchey. When Sean took over, that was one of the first moves they made in free agency. And you think about it, I mean, you look at like this year's free agent lineman class, there weren't McGlinchey and Powers types out there. So they were fortunate. I mean, they jumped on it and they had the right evaluation, but they were fortunate that they were in a position to be able to plug and play a couple guys through free agency. You don't want to have to rely on that every year. So to your point, address it with some young guys. You got some good ones that it looks like you're developing, Wattenberg and Polcheski. Good, keep it going. Miners, but let's keep that young O-line pipeline going. So we'll ask Mike about that coming up here in just a little bit. Also, we were referencing that you were busting Zack's chops yesterday at Richie's going away party. We got this on our YouTube channel from Jason Bonney, one of our regulars. Thank you, Jason. Good to see all the regulars there at the Denver Sports YouTube channel. Subscribe.
I love you guys.
Get involved. He says Zack actually brought up a good point, theory about the dynamic in the Broncos organization changing, how it seems like Greg Penner has restored the natural pecking order with George Payton having more power. Do you agree with that? Has Sean...
yes.
Has Sean lost some juice in the organization?
I don't know. Why? Well, you got to tell me why he said that. I mean, what they did? Like, what was the reason why he said what he said? Is it
Explain
because?
yourself.
Yeah, is it because Sean Payton isn't calling plays anymore? I mean,
I think that's what started it. The idea that's not the first time I've heard that theory advance. When it comes to that, when it comes to the giving up of the play call.
No, I don't think so. I really don't. I think Sean still has a lot of power, and I think Sean and George seem like they work well together. I just don't think it's anything where now all of a sudden, what
would be the motivation for changing
it? It's what are we doing? Like, is it a power? Is someone going on a power move here? No, I think you have a good structure here. Obviously, Greg's at the top, and then you have George and Sean working well together. I mean, who's got more power? Okay, Sean. I mean, we know that. Now all of a sudden we're thinking that George does? What does it even matter? Like, I'm sure.
Well, somebody has to have the final say.
Well, I'm getting there. If you just give me 1 second,
right, well,
Mike.
I just wanted to bring.
I just had to take a break.
6:22. I wanted to bring you along there quickly. Let's get there fast. Let's go.
Speed it up a little bit. Okay, my bad. Sorry. I'm sure in Sean's contract he has final say over, the final 53, his coaching staff, etc. Okay, how much money is Sean Payton making?
About $20 million a year.
About 20 a year. How have his first 3 years been here? Pretty dang good. Okay, Sean hasn't lost any power. All right, there you go. It's already in his contract. Plus, he is making the most money here. All right, and he's delivered results. So, just because the guy says he's not calling plays, now all of a sudden, he's lost all the power and all the power is going to George Payton. I just think it's a look, they're a team. I mean, I think most of the time, especially if you have a good working relationship with, your teammate, your partner there, that you work, a lot together. Most of the time, there's not probably a lot of arguments, right? I know we think that, and maybe we fantasize, what's going to happen, when it comes down to the final 53 and who's going to make the decision. I think a lot of times there's not much decision. They talk about this stuff all the time. They talk about the draft. They talk about players, and so I don't think there's a lot of conflict there, Mike.
By the way, does the Jaylen Waddle trade strike you as a George Payton-driven type move or more of a Sean Payton-fueled move? Feels to me more of a Sean move. George loves his draft picks. George loves to scout. George loves to evaluate. George loves the draft. George probably looks at it and says, hey, we've brought in Marvin Mims and Pat Bryant and Troy Franklin. Hey, you give me all these 9 draft picks. Watch the magic I weave with them. So,
well, I think any GM, you're open to obviously using your draft picks, but also upgrading your talent on your team. And so I don't know. I mean, yeah, Sean I think is maybe more aggressive with the trades, but at the same time, I think George realizes that we need an upgrade here around Bo, talent wise, and so. I think it's probably one of those things where they both agreed that, you know what, this is worth it.
So thank you, Jason. That was a good topic starter. Thank you very much. We appreciate your help, and do want to get back into the Jaylen Waddle trade and that big Jackson Smith and Jigba contract that was signed yesterday. Does it make the Jaylen Waddle trade look even better? That's next.
Will we look back at the end of this Nuggets season and declare that all the injuries they dealt with could end up helping them come the postseason?
Having these injuries and not be, having all these different parts that have had to step up and play a lot of different minutes, I think in the end, that's going to definitely help this group. I mean, it's a full room now, though.
Denver Sports 104.3. The Fan.
Xfinity tech support. I can't get Jurassic Park back online without... But no worries. Our Wi-Fi boosted mobile keeps you connected in all kinds of places.
Cut your mobile bill in half with 2 lines of unlimited. Learn more at xfinitymobile.com. Xfinity. Imagine that. Watch Jurassic Park with Xfinity. Restrictions apply. Xfinity Internet required. Savings comparison based on promotional rate for 2 lines of Xfinity Mobile Unlimited versus 2 lines of T-Mobile Experience More, Verizon Unlimited Plus, and AT&T Starter as of February 10th, 2026. Taxes, fees, extra.
Hey, what's up? It's Zack here. And if you're looking for your new go-to spot in Centennial, the Basketball Social House is it. Award-winning food and drinks, an incredible weekend brunch, and a brand new sports bar entertainment space where you can catch every Colorado game. Even if you're not playing, it's a great hang. But if you are, their private basketball suites are unreal. Full court, lounge, music, TVs, the whole setup. And because you're hearing this from me, get half off your first private basketball suite rental. Just use code HALFOFFHOOPS. Trust me, you're going to love this place.
It's the College Hoops Showdown, wall-to-wall basketball, and 0 time to mess with your lawn. At Waterloo Turf, they help Denver homeowners trade yard work for game time. No mowing, no watering, no mud on game day. Just a green championship-level lawn all season long. Perfect for watch parties, pets, and backyard hoops. From backyards to putting greens, Waterloo Turf installs premium artificial turf built for Colorado. Visit waterlooturf.com/Denver and book your free consultation. Waterloo Turf, get your Saturdays back, and don't miss the buzzer.
What's going on, guys? Philip Lindsay here, and I know there's at least 50 of you listening to me right now who are thinking about popping that question. And if you're ready for all that, you know you need a diamond. So let me save you time and money by telling you something as simple as this. Whether you're starting your next chapter with your perfect diamond engagement ring, or celebrating a new milestone, or finally just doing something special for yourself for once, this is where it's going to begin. Imagine the finest jewelry legends all in one store together, making you feel just like family, and their service is going to reflect that. So come shop the finest loose diamonds in Denver. They have every size, shape, and price range you can imagine, in the largest selection of engagement ring settings I've ever set eyes on. And not only are they going to share the secrets of the business with you, they're going to give you the best price in Colorado, guaranteed. So why wouldn't you want to create moments and memories for yourself and the ones you love by going to Williams Jewelers, the official jeweler of the Colorado Avalanche, Denver's first family of fine jewelers. Located in Cherry Creek North on 3rd Avenue, and also in Inglewood at Broadway and Bellevue. And don't forget to mention my name, Philip Lizzie, when you step through one of those doors.
One iced coffee?
$1, please.
For real? No way. One iced coffee?
$1, please.
For real? No way. What a deal.
Your new morning groove. Iced coffee from McDonald's, any size for just $1 until 11 a.m. Price and participation may vary. Cannot be combined with any other offer. Ba-da-ba-ba-ba.
Hey, it's Mike Evans. For over a decade, Bluebird Windows and Doors has been servicing the Front Range with products built to withstand Colorado's unpredictable weather. Bluebird's Sunrise Collection windows are built to last a lifetime and are backed by strong warranties. Buy one window and get one 50% off through March 31st. And mention you heard about Bluebird from me, Mike Evans. You'll save an additional 5%. Enjoy the outdoors through energy-efficient Bluebird windows. Visit gobluebirdco.com. Bluebird Windows and Doors. Make today a Bluebird day.
You can't always predict what's next, but you can be ready for it in a BMW SUV. The performance-driven X1 comes built for every journey, while the X3's sporty design and innovative technology keep your drive connected. The X5 blends performance with a commanding presence, or make it even bigger with 3 rows of luxurious seating in the X7. For every road, there's an X built to drive it. BMW, the ultimate driving machine.
Gebhardt BMW, your trusted family dealer since 1975.
When production shifts, your workforce has to keep up. Express Employment Professionals is your best resource for hiring. Find your local team at expresspros.com and hire differently.
Short-term memory loss.
I don't remember. What was the reason I gave for earlier?
Oh, my goodness. Okay. I don't remember what you said. You think I remember the reason?
Ironclad sources.
One of the biggest haters in my life, my wife. My wife. She will even vouch for that story.
And spontaneous karaoke.
New additions like Ronnie, Bobby,
Ricky and Mike.
If I like a girl who can cool it down.
Slow it down.
Watch out, I'm gonna lose control.
It's Stokley and Evans with Mark Schlereth on Denver Sports 104.3 The Fan.
Mike Klis, our 9 News Bronco insider, will be joining us coming up here in about 15 minutes. Mark will be along at 7. Boy, how about that contract that Jackson Smith and Jigba got yesterday, huh?
I mean, well-deserved.
40+ million per, 120 million guaranteed. Man, I hope he sends out a thank you to the Brandon Stokeleys of the world for helping make that all possible.
Yeah, well, I wish I could take any credit for that. He's, that guy does it all. Mike, I don't know if you've watched him. I never did it all. Sorry. Unfortunately. No, but he
we're giving the chance.
He
looking out for you, man.
Obviously, what breakout year last year, right? I mean, just was unbelievable. So, and he did it at the perfect time, and so yeah. I mean, you got to take care of those types of guys. I mean, he's a huge difference maker. But you see offensively what those types of guys can provide, and now I compare him a little bit to Waddle. You can compare him to Waddle size-wise. They're not like the biggest guys, but really good route runners, fast, tough. So now I think Waddle might be a little bit older.
But that's why I wanted to ask you, because as we get used to the idea that Jaylen Waddle's here, I'm trying to get a real good handle on what kind of receiver we're getting here. And if you look at a Jaylen Waddle and what you see, and I absolutely lean on your expertise here, when you look at the top receivers in the NFL, and I'm looking at the highest, 6 highest paid receivers in the NFL right now are Jackson Smith and Jigba, Jamar Chase, they're both over $40 million, Justin Jefferson, CeeDee Lamb, DK Metcalf, Garrett Wilson are all kind of in that 32 to 35 range. And, you got Jaylen Waddle, who's down there in the, around the 20 range, right? So a real bargain when you compare him salary-wise to these other guys. But I'm just wondering, as a player, is he in the same, same universe as these, same galaxy as these guys, same stratosphere, same neighborhood? I mean, how does he compare to these guys? Because if you think there isn't that big of a difference, then wow, what a bargain you're getting in Jaylen Waddle.
Heck yeah. We're giving a great bargain. You look at his contract, and you got a couple more years left on it, right? Yeah. And you look at what these guys are making now. I mean, do I put Jaylen Waddle with Jamar Chase and, you could say, JS in there and some of those guys? Maybe he's right below him.
Okay.
Right below him.
Right below.
Yeah.
All right. That's awesome.
Oh, it is. That's who this guy is. I mean, he has a lot of qualities that those guys have. I just think that, especially in certain situations, stat-wise, it might not look the same as those guys. He was playing with Tyreek Hill. So, and then last year was a complete disaster just for their football team. But no, I think this guy, he's got it all. I mean, there's really no weakness in his game. He's just not a big wide receiver. He's not the 6'3", 6'4" type of guy, but everything else, check, 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 check.
Wow, that's tremendous, because I'm not.
Well, Mike, you got to realize they traded a first and third round pick for this guy, so it's not like he's a scrub.
No, but
I mean, that's a lot.
I know it's good.
I knew. Look, I knew we weren't getting some scrub off the streets. I know we're getting a really good receiver, but when you look at the relative bargain that he is over the next few years with his contract, and then you see the money that's being given out to these top receivers, all I was curious was, okay, there's a big gap starting to form here between what a Jaylen Waddle is going to be making and what these top receivers are getting. A big gap. And I just wondered if the gap represented the difference in the players. You're saying no way, and that to me just makes this an even better deal.
Oh, yeah.
And why I even feel better about the fact, I mean, I didn't have a problem with them giving up the first round pick. And you to me, the 30th pick is a second round pick. Draft day, I would have been saying trade the pick back into the second round and get more picks. So
yeah.
I have no issue at all with that. So, but I was just kind of curious. So thank you for filling in the blanks.
Yeah, you're welcome.
You didn't need to get defensive there. I was leaning on your expertise.
What did I get defensive about?
I don't know,
already
just
forgot.
a little bit. But I was like, look, I'm kind of bending the knee before you and saying I bow to your knowledge and expertise as a wide receiver.
Well, I appreciate that.
And I don't think
remember,
I deserved any kind of flack for that.
I don't
when
remember
all I was
getting
doing
defensive.
was showing you a proper amount of respect.
No, I appreciate that. I didn't know I got defensive, though. So
bit.
I'm trying to ask you what I got defensive on. And
Well,
can I finish?
About the draft picks.
Can I finish? Can I just finish real quick? And I tried to ask you what I got defensive about, because I didn't even know I got defensive. And you kind of gave me an answer like Lana does. Nothing. You didn't even give me a reason. You didn't even give me the answer.
By the way, she was there. She was there yesterday too at Richie's, and she provided folks some gold material for the show, which we will be sharing with you.
Really, it was great though, because Mark was like, Mark was just, he's sipping on like water. He's doing some kind of fasting.
Mark
right?
was the life of the party.
He's just
yesterday.
like kind of moping around. I just got out of this sauna. I was in there for an hour. It's like, dude, what is wrong with you?
Yeah.
And so, but then, and my wife loves Mark. And so next thing you know, is like Mark is just talking to her the whole time. I'm like, sweet, I can make bar runs and my wife's not counting my drinks. Because she'll start counting those things. But I'm like, oh, I think I got a chance to make a break here. So thank you to Mark Schlereth. There we go.
Lana had a great time hanging out with her girlfriend, and you were allowed to go out and do your thing.
Right. Yes, it was awesome. It really was. No, to get back to this Waddle thing, I think the other conversation, Mike, that we're going to have is extension.
Oh. Yes.
Yes. Right?
Probably after this year.
Yeah. You got to start thinking about it.
Yep. No, there's no reason why he can't be here for a nice long run. No reason why this is not an easy 5-year window with Jaylen Waddle.
I mean, this is what I'm expecting. All right, ready? I'm expecting an Emmanuel Sanders type of impact.
I think that's a great comp.
He brings energy. He's got speed. He competes. Right?
You made that right away, that comp. With DT and Emmanuel, Cortland, and now Waddle. But I love the Waddle-Sanders comp specifically.
Just type of imp. Remember when Emmanuel got here and they signed him in free agency?
Changed the energy, didn't he?
Yes.
Hey, bracket busted? Don't worry. Denver Sports giving you another shot with our second chance bracket presented by Waterloo Turf and Xfinity. Head to denversports.com/bracket for your chance to win $1,000. That's denversports.com/bracket. Entry ends before the first game coming up this Thursday, March 26th. Mike Klis joins us coming up next.
With J.K. Dobbins and R.J. Harvey back in the Broncos running back room, what will that mean for their plans in the upcoming draft?
I don't think they're going to draft a running back in the second round. There's no chance.
No chance.
I mean, they drafted one last year in the second round.
I know.
And they love Harvey. George Payton, they love Harvey.
Pet kitty.
Right.
Pet cat.
Yeah.
So, maybe they draft fourth round because he got 2 fourth-round picks.
Denver Sports 104.3. The Fan.
Everything is getting more expensive. Gas, groceries, and especially rent, which can go up every single year. But as a homeowner, you have a secret weapon. While the world gets pricier, a fixed-rate mortgage stays exactly the same. That stability isn't just peace of mind, it's your family's financial foundation. American Financing understands home ownership creates wealth. Every monthly payment builds equity and stacks your net worth on autopilot. It's how the middle class actually wins the long game. Your home is a flexible asset. You can live in it, rent it out for passive income, or pass it down to your children. Renting gives you none of that. American Financing salary-based mortgage consultants can help you get pre-qualified with no upfront fees. Call American Financing today and get a pre-qualification letter in 24 hours or less. Call them at 303-695-7000. That's 303-695-7000 or online at AmericanFinancing.net. Secure your rate, build your wealth, and get the cash you need. NMLS 182334, NMLSConsumerAccess.org.
Jackson Hewitt has a great tax prep deal, $149 or less. Missing out is like ignoring the check engine light in your car. You'll regret it. Seriously, the price is only $149 or less, no matter how complicated, so don't wait. Like when you get a password expires today alert or you're shopping online and there's only one item left. It's like your taxes are in the cart, just complete the purchase. Hurry! This deal for $149 or less is like your phone at 1%. It's about to power down. Limited time offer for new clients on federal returns. Participating locations only. Terms at jacksonhewitt.com/149.
Need life insurance but have diabetes, high blood pressure, or on anxiety meds? If you're a 50-year-old male, even porky, or with type 2 diabetes, $1 million of life insurance may only cost you about $200 a month. For affordable term life insurance, call Term Provider and speak with Big Lou at 800-777-1225. 800-777-1225 or visit biglou.com. Remember, Big Lou's like you. He's on meds too. 800-777-1225.
Thinking about a custom build, planning a remodel, or adding an ADU for extra space or rental income? Able Builders specializes in custom homes, full remodels, additions, and accessory dwelling units, all built with expert craftsmanship and clear communication from start to finish. No shortcuts, no surprises, just quality work done right. When it's time to invest in your home and build something that truly fits your life,
Bring Able to the table.
Call 303-590-5600.
I'm Rob Wilhite. For nearly half a century, my law firm has stood up for car accident victims right here in Colorado. Families, workers, neighbors, your community is our community. With over $1 billion won for our clients, our results speak for themselves. If you've been injured in a car accident, you deserve a team with experience, power, and a history of real wins. Call 303-GOOD-LAW or visit WilhiteWins.com. That's 303-GOOD-LAW or WilhiteWins.com. The Wilhite Law Firm, Colorado's trusted injury law firm for almost 50 years.
I'm Boomer Esiason. My mom died from cancer. She was only 37 years old. She didn't have life insurance, and that was devastating for my family. That's why having life insurance is so important to me. Ethos makes it fast and easy. Get a quote in seconds, apply in minutes, and get same-day coverage. You can get up to $3 million in coverage with no medical exam.
Get your free quote at ethos.com/play. That's ethos.com/play. Paid spokesperson. Time spent on application may vary. Online health questions required.
Every 40 seconds, a child is reported missing. Find the Children is a nonprofit organization dedicated to helping find missing kids. You can be a part of their mission by donating your unwanted car. Call 1-800-294-0222. You'll receive the maximum tax deduction and we provide fast, free pickup. Call 1-800-294-0222. Donate your unwanted or unused car. Call 1-800-294-0222. This advertisement was paid for in partnership with Cars R Us and Find the Children.
Here's a tale of Tina searching up and down for decent GLP-1s, but got spun around.
Till Good RX wrote in, hey, we got something new. GLP-1 prescriptions, all FDA approved.
Brand name meds, no flags that are red.
Clear pricing from the start. None of those hidden fees in your cart.
Delivered to your door or pick up same day. Darn tootin'.
Save time and money on prescriptions.
Hotfoot at thegoodrx.com/weight loss. GoodRx is not insurance.
Check engine or ABS light on? Take the guesswork out of your warning lights with O'Reilly Veriscan. It's free. Ask for O'Reilly Veriscan.
O'Reilly Auto Parts.
How can you free your team from time-consuming office tasks? Amazon Business. Smart business buying tools enable buyers to find and purchase items fast so they can focus on strategy and growth. Free up your teams and focus on your future. Learn more at amazonbusiness.com.
Texting enrolls you in a recurring automated marketing text messages. Consent not required to purchase. Message and data rates may apply.
The team's looking good this season.
I think so. Man, I miss playing football. Ever since I turned 40, I just can't find that fire I used to have.
Think it could be lower testosterone?
What do you mean?
I was feeling the same way. After 40, the body has less testosterone, and men lose their edge. That's why I take Nugenix Total T2.
That's the testosterone booster, right?
Yes, but Total T2 is their brand new formula that skyrockets nitric oxide levels in as little as 3 hours. Since I started taking it, I've been lifting like when we played for Coach Carter. My energy is way up, and it even spiced up things between me and the missus.
Are they still giving out complimentary bottles?
Yep, just send a text.
Text HAWK to 321-321 for your complimentary bottle of Nugenix Total T2, the next generation testosterone booster. Text now and we'll include a bottle of Nugenix Thermo X, our newest, most powerful fat burner ever, absolutely free. Text HAWK to 321-321. That's HAWK to 321-321.
These statements have not been evaluated by the FDA. This product is not intended to diagnose, treat, cure, or prevent any disease.
This segment on 104.3 The Fan, powered by Waterloo Turf Denver. Get your Saturdays back.
Names that rhyme, takes that hit different. Shapiro and Piro. Is happy hour sports talk built for the modern fan? Local stories, hidden gems, and the mustache monologues you never knew you needed. Weekdays at 3 p.m. on the Denver Sports 104.3 The Fan YouTube channel. Subscribe now at Denver Sports 104.3 and get in on the action. Denver Sports 104.3 The Fan. Passive aggression.
Oh, Mark. Sweet, naive, childlike Mark.
Culinary techniques.
So you got the crawfish, you got the tail, you pinch, twist, and some people like to slurp it. You're a slurper.
And backhanded apologies.
You know what? I would like to officially apologize to you, Mike. You were right. I was wrong. You're smart. I'm dumb. You're skinny. I'm fat.
It's Stokley and Evans with Mark Schlereth on Denver Sports 104.3 The Fan.
Mike Klis, our 9 News Bronco Insider, is brought to us by Fitness Gallery, and he joins us now, and you can see Mike's wide awake, handsome face, perfectly coiffed hair at Denver Sports YouTube channel. How you doing, Mike?
I'm doing great, guys. What's going on?
Well, we're great to have you with us, and we're at that part now. As we start looking ahead to the draft, teams are getting a chance. They have up to 30 in-house visits with draft prospects that they're interested in. And you reported yesterday, and this one I find intriguing, and I like the direction. If this signals anything, you tell us, that they hosted Boston College offensive tackle Jude Bowery, 6'5", 314-pound athletic type, possible day 2 pick. Hey, Boston College is one of those sneaky good programs and has been for a long time when it comes to developing offensive linemen. You might remember a guy named Tom Nalen. What does this signal anything to you as to what the Broncos might be looking to do high up in the draft?
Yeah, I mean, right tackle, McGlinchey's in his 4th year. It's non-guaranteed year, so next year, 5th year. Left guard, Ben Powers, is in the final year of a 4-year contract. So I do think they want a right tackle and a left guard to develop behind those two guys. this year and possibly step in 2027. Whether that's the second round, whether that's with the fourth round, I think they're going to parlay those 2 fourth-round picks that are high in the fourth and move into the third for a third-round pick. So they have two picks on day 2. But offensive tackles in there. It's in the priority. They still need. They're still looking at a running back. They're still looking at a tight end. They're still looking at an inside linebacker. Those are still the 3 primary needs for this team. But right tackle and left guard, from what I understand, are probably listed number 4th on the priority list.
Mike, the running back position, bud, didn't do much at all there, obviously. Bringing back Dobbins, McLaughlin. What do you expect there when it comes to the draft? Do you see them signing any of these remaining free agents that are still available? How do you think they're going to address the running back room, if they address it at all?
Yeah, I wouldn't be surprised if they get a veteran back for insurance, on a little bit above the minimum in free agency before the draft, but they're going to draft one. From what I understand, they're, and the running back is, historically, you get a good one in the 5th round. You can get one in the 4th round, maybe in the 3rd again. But I do think, I think in 2026, their top 3 running backs are going to be Dobbins, Harvey, and a guy they draft on April 24th or 25th. They're not going to draft one on April 23rd, obviously. They're not going to draft anyone on April 23rd. But I think that's going to be their room. They got to get a running back in this draft, and a pretty good one.
Mike, as we look back on free agency and what didn't happen, how much of it, based on what you've been able to gather, how much of it was based on just the Broncos just not bringing in guys, not finishing, not signing guys, not having interest in certain guys, or how much of it was they absolutely had interest in guys, but they placed limits, budgetary limits on how far they were going to go in spending on a player, and if the market crossed that line, crossed that threshold, they just backed off. Can you speak to their interest versus just where ultimately they walked away because of financial restraints?
Their primary interest was in Breece Hall of the Jets, and Darren Muji, who worked in the Broncos front office for years and years, I think feared that the Broncos were interested in Breece Hall. Maybe he got word of it. I'm not sure, but he placed that prohibitive franchise tag on Breece Hall. So the Broncos, that's the guy they really liked, and he wasn't available because of the franchise tag. After that, they did like Travis Etienne. I think that's how he's pronouncing it now. Etienne is what he was pronounced for years. But they had interest in him, and that was, I think, what the latter point that you were making there. They liked him a lot, but they didn't like him at the $12 million that he wound up getting, 13 maximum a year contract. And so they weighed Aitchen at $12 million a year versus Dobbins at between $5 and $8 million. They wound up getting him for $8 million because another team jumped in on Dobbins. So there got to be a little bit of a bidding war that came on there.
Really?
And Dobbins, they got Dobbins for $8 million. They preferred him over Aitchen. And a lot of that has to do with the system. He knows the system. The intangibles, really like Dobbins, the spirit, the energy he brings to the locker room, to the team. The teammates love the guy. And so for all those reasons, they picked Dobbins over Aitchen. And then after that, I don't think they were blown away by the running back class in free agency.
Mike, we saw the other day Sean Payton was doing the flag football thing. He did an interview with Kay Adams. He tried to do the Waddle, and it wasn't very good. We need a Denver local media member to ask Sean to do the Waddle one day here coming up soon, and because we want to see his reaction whenever a Denver media member asks him compared to when Kay Adams asked him. Can you do that for us,
please,
buddy?
Mike? Please.
No, guys.
That's probably the right answer, Mike. That's probably the right answer.
Yeah, that's not me. I don't. Sometimes I'm not against the silly stuff, but that's generally speaking, I try to stay away from it.
Probably smart.
There are some other members of the media that I think would be more likely.
We don't need you to go viral at the hands of Sean Payton. So thank you very much, Mike. Good work today. Thank you as always. Appreciate it.
All right. Thanks, guys.
Mike Klis, brought to you by Fitness Gallery, home of the world's finest fitness equipment. Mark joins us coming up next.
Your bracket's busted, destroyed. It's embarrassing. But hey, we've all been there. The good news? Denver Sports is throwing you a lifeline. It's the Second Chance Bracket presented by Waterloo Turf and Xfinity. Your shot at redemption and $1,000. Dust yourself off. Head to DenverSports.com/bracket and prove your first bracket was just a warm-up. Entries close before tip-off Thursday, March 26th. That's DenverSports.com/bracket. Denver Sports 104.3. The Fan.
Stoking for my friends at Roller Auction, leader in Colorado auctions for over 40 years. And they got a couple great auctions that are ending this week. Got one that's ending today at 9 o'clock in the morning. You still have time. Don't worry. All you got to do is go to rollerauction.com to get logged in, to get signed up. It's free. It's easy. It's open to the public. Best part about Roller Auction is you're going to get some great deals on great items. Got a landmark plumbing auction that will be going down ending at 9 o'clock today with over 450 items in that auction. Talking about all kind of skid steer loaders, John Deere loader, backhoe, excavators, vehicles, trailers, shop equipment, utility truck. How about a GMC Sierra 4-wheel drive pickup truck? That is a really cool auction. Also on Thursday, got a factory return home electronics auction that will be going down. It's got over 1,000 items. It will be ending at 1 o'clock in the afternoon on Thursday. And what I love about Roller Auction is they're always updating and adding new auctions every single week. So go see it all and get yourself one of those great deals only at rollerauction.com. That's rollerauction.com.
Join Denver Sports 104.3 The Fan and Pepsi at King Soopers, 1650 30th Street in Boulder on Wednesday, March 25th from 4 to 6 p.m. Stop by for your chance to win tickets to Wednesday's Nuggets game and sample Gatorade's low sugar line. Don't miss it.
Zack by here for 5280 Exteriors. Guys, we've had the driest winter in decades. Protect your home with fire-resistant, non-combustible, low-maintenance upgrades built to handle Colorado's extreme weather. 5280 Exteriors, the altitude of quality.
Sex, intimacy, love. These three things are critical to a good relationship, and that's the problem with erectile dysfunction. It often destroys sexual enjoyment and intimacy. It stresses the love between partners, often to the breaking point. This is Jeff for the Rocky Mountain Men's Clinic, and if you're suffering with ED, you likely know exactly what I'm talking about. But I also want you to know that ED doesn't have to impact your relationship anymore. At the Rocky Mountain Men's Clinic, we're ED experts with our focus on men's sexual health. We've treated tens of thousands of men and have treatments that are effective in well over 90% of cases. I promise you, if you're like most guys, you can get your sex life back, perhaps even performing like you haven't in years. So if ED is affecting you, it's time to get back to better sex, better intimacy, and deeper love. Call us. Just $99 gets you blood work, a medical consult, and if medically advised, a test dose. And if that test dose doesn't work in the office, your visit is free. Call 720-440-7900 or go to RockyMountainMen'sClinic.com.
What's going on, guys? Philip Lindsay here. Are you facing an unexpected out-of-pocket expense for your new roof? In 2024 and 2025, 37% of insurance storm claims have gone unpaid. Before you commit a costly full replacement, you need to give Roof Restore Denver a call today. Their roof repair and shingle rejuvenation process can save you up to 80% compared to replacing your roof. They're going to restore the essential oils in your asphalt shingles, extend their lifespan, improve durability, and even enhance curb appeal. Plus, Plus, every service includes a 5-year transferable warranty. So give Roof Restore Denver a call today at 720-749-9777 or visit roofrestoredenver.com. Again, that's roofrestoredenver.com.
At Thirsty Lion Scratch Kitchen, craft cocktails and beer, every dish is made fresh daily, from chef-driven, globally inspired flavors to the classics you crave. Behind the bar, handcrafted cocktails meet a curated lineup of local and regional beers. It's a place to gather, unwind, and connect, where the energy is lively and the experience is always elevated. Thirsty Lion. Come as strangers, leave as friends. Visit them at the corner of 16th and Wynkoop or at thirstylionrestaurant.com.
At Belco Credit Union, we want to make your dream renovation a reality. Maybe that means a modern kitchen upgrade or a luxurious new bathroom. With Belco's Home Equity Choice line, you can get easy access to funds with the freedom and convenience of a home equity line of credit, plus the security and stability of a home equity loan. Plus, Belco is also offering low rates for qualified borrowers. Learn more at belco.org/choiceline. Belco is an equal opportunity housing lender. Belco, banking for everyone.
Pump up the volume.
Business moves fast. Orders roll in, deadlines close in. When you ship with USPS Ground Advantage, you can keep up with confidence. Every package stays in our secure network from dock to door. And with nationwide reach, dependable tracking, and upfront affordable pricing, you get built-in peace of mind. You run the business. We run the routes. Visit USPS.com/Ground Advantage to learn more.
When your check engine light comes on, do you see a repair bill or do you see peace of mind? For 20 years, CarShield's been the name America trusts to help keep you on the road. While other companies stop covering you when your car gets older, CarShield offers protection plans up to 200,000 miles. With over $1 billion in claims paid, we don't just promise protection, we deliver it. Don't let a breakdown break your budget. Get the flexible month-to-month coverage you deserve. Go to carshield.com. That's carshield.com today.
Free barbecue? Yep, absolutely free barbecue. Hey, everybody, Dan Jacobs, the barbecue lawyer at 303 Law 4040. It's 2026, and we are taking our free meal program to the next level, and I want you to help spread the word with me if you can. I got a brand new smoker, and this thing's a beast. It's over 6 feet tall, so we can cook that 1,000 pounds of free barbecue each and every month. Here's what you do. It's Eastern Hills Community Church, 4 to 6 p.m. every first and third Thursday. I'm smoking up delicious pulled pork or my addictive copycat Chipotle recipe, and we're serving it up for free. You just get in line, you pop the trunk, we put free groceries in your trunk, and then we ask you how many meals you need for the night. It's that simple, no questions asked. It's at Smoky Hill and Arapahoe Road every first and third Thursday, 4 to 6 p.m. Help us spread the word, and if you have any questions, you can always call me. The barbecue lawyer's number is 303-LAW-4040.
Running a business is hard enough. Odoo makes it easier with one simple, all-in-one platform. Start today at odoo.com. ODOO.com.
KKFN and KKFN HD1 Longmont, Denver. Powered by Able Builders, it's Stokley and Evans with Mark Schlereth. Self-defense lessons.
I tased him.
Taser always works.
That's right.
Southern charm.
Look at the boys.
With some classic impressions.
He put his pitchfork down, and he grabbed his sledgehammer, and he said, "Hey, you want some of this?"
It's Stokley and Evans with Mark Schlereth on Denver Sports 104.3 The Fan.
All right, good Tuesday morning to you. Hope you're having a great start to your day. Hope your Monday got off to a good start for your week. We had a good time yesterday. Got Stink and Stoke here. We were out last night. Brothers Bar and Grill, right off of C470 in Quebec.
Yeah.
First time I'd ever been there. Nice place.
Hell yeah!
And we were saying goodbye to our pal Richie Carney, Rooftop Richie, who is heading off to Sacramento to our sister station there, sports station, becoming the new program director. So we had a see you later party, and it was great. Great turnout, and had some great moments. You were there, Stink, the life of the party, as you were just going crazy with your water.
Big cup of water.
Big. I got to give you credit.
Yeah.
Like, incredible willpower, incredible discipline. Like, it was all, I was trying to be good, but there's Spivak next to me. He's got this great like cheeseburger and fries. There's Dover across from me. He's got like some kind of wrap sandwich going.
Spivak is. I've never seen Drew without food. That guy always has food.
That's true.
He always has.
He
food.
should be like 300 pounds.
He should be.
He's in great shape, but he always eats. I don't know how he does it.
I don't know about great
shape, but I think he has.
You said great shape,
Well,
Mike. Seriously,
for all he eats, I would be expecting him to be a lot bigger.
Yeah. I think he might have a tapeworm.
He carries it.
He
well.
might have a tapeworm.
He is not in great
all
shape.
Right, but he
though.
carries it well. Okay.
Well, because he wears baggy clothes, kind of.
Yeah.
Okay, so just
all right.
Let's be real about it.
But I still did have a couple of cold beverages.
And
the guy is drunk. But there's you over there, just nothing but water, man. You're in the middle of one of those fasts,
just drinking water.
Mrs. S. Lana was there, and she was kind of amazed as well that you're able to do this.
Yeah,
Speaking of the anchor.
She was very, and I got to tell you, what a wingman I am. What a wingman I am. You know, because
Stoke recognized this, by the way.
Yeah. I saw Lana she didn't know the whole group, and I made my obligatory hellos to everybody, and then Lana was kind of sitting there, and Stoke was, hey, should we look at the menu or whatever? And so then I slide in to talk to her, and as soon as I slide in to talk to her, Stoke is up. He is mingling, and he's making bar runs.
Yeah.
And so I just continued. Stoke wanted to have, he wanted to have a few and talk to the people.
I just don't want her to keep count.
Right, yeah. I totally understand.
Like she's a counter.
The wife is like,
and so that was perfect. I was like, oh, Mark's got her locked down over there. This is great.
Yep.
I can do my thing now. So, yes, much appreciated.
Yeah, you got it.
You're a good wingman.
Right. But I did think about this. And I don't know if this crossed your guys' mind, but I'm sipping my water, and I'm just taking inventory of all the people that are there. And then I started thinking, if you leave the fan and you have a big going away party, what if nobody shows for you? Because that was
impressive turnout.
Right. I mean, the percentage of people who work here versus the percentage of people who are there is pretty tight, pretty close.
Pretty much. I mean, we would have had perfect attendance if Johnny Fever showed up.
Yeah.
Summer no-show.
He had to get sleep.
He said he had like 2 hours of sleep from Sunday to Monday. And, oh, by the way, my driver's license is suspended. He's just throwing
Expired, not suspended.
Expired.
Oh, expired.
Expired.
It's like my
Expired.
chili. His driver's license is my chili.
Well, what's your plan? What's your plan on your driver's license,
Did
buddy?
you drive to work today?
Yeah, obviously.
Right.
Yeah, exactly.
I'm going to get it figured out this weekend. I was supposed to do it last weekend, put it away, obviously. I just didn't do it. Laziness. And so I need to get that done this weekend.
So there's no, rift between you and Richie? There's no,
We got beef?
No,
do we have beef here?
We got beef like Schlereth and Bai?
No, we're fine, as far as I know.
By the way, I think myself and Bai, we found common ground at this party. Just another reason it was good to go.
Yeah.
We found common ground.
Was there ever anything between y'all, or this?
I don't know. I felt like there was, but I got really engaged with Zack spring break Buffalo story.
Okay. All right.
Yeah,
good,
and
good.
so I just kind of took it all in. I said, man, that sounds like an unbelievably great time, and what a blessing. And then we had this, and then it just seemed like it was all water under the bridge.
Oh,
great.
Oh, it
was great.
That's
great.
That's great.
So I had to. I developed the stronger bond between your wife and myself.
Right.
Right. We got that covered. Me and Zack connected. I mean, it was great.
By the way, we and thank goodness that Lana was there, because we got some gold from her.
On me.
On you.
Of course. See, this is what it always happens.
She loves throwing you under the bus.
Oh, yeah.
She's a
Why do
lady.
but I always tell her, too, because I told you all this before, and I'm like, when she says stuff, like, she'll try to fat shame me, and
right.
Like, oh, you got to get bigger pants now, stuff like that, whatever. But I'm like, all right, you keep on talking smack. Now whatever you say to me and try to put me down, I'm going to bring it to the radio. I'm going to call you out on the radio, right?
Yeah.
So she's got to be...
She better be on her P's and Q's?
Yes, on her toes.
Mm-hmm.
Well, yesterday she revealed, while you were in Hawaii last week, how you became the cringiest, creepiest guy in the pool.
Kind of, yes, that is true.
Do you want to share the story?
Well, I had to go to the dermatologist.
This is great.
On Monday before, right? And so I had to get a couple spots removed, right?
Yeah.
And so they're like, all right. I'm like, well, I'm going to Hawaii in a few days. And she's like, okay, well, you should be okay. Just don't, just try to wear one of those water bandages, whatever,
Yeah.
waterproof bandages,
Yeah.
And so I'm like, all right, perfect. So I went to bought a couple boxes of them, so I make sure I have them at the pool. So bam, so put one on, my leg and one on my back. Like perfect. All right, they're sticking pretty good or whatever, get in the pool and whatever. And then, the wife's like, all of a sudden she's like, pulls up this thing out of the water. Is like, is this yours? And it was like the big Band-Aid that you put on, right?
Yeah.
That's supposed to be waterproof. Literally 30 seconds in, this bandage falls off and is just floating around in the water.
I just see the lifeguard.
Everybody out of the pool. Parents are pulling their kids out of the pool.
We got a floater.
Get away from that strange man.
Yeah, baby Ruth in the pool.
I mean,
my goodness.
Stokes looking around going, what? What?
I'm just like,
What'd I
are you kidding me? Are you kidding me right now? I mean, I went and bought these specific Band-Aids for the water.
Yeah.
And literally 30 seconds later, they're floating all around the pool. So, yeah, that wasn't my finest.
Wasn't good enough.
No, wasn't my finest moment.
So there you go.
Yeah.
Just some of the highlights.
Didn't want to get in a hot tub.
Right.
Because, that's MRSA.
Yeah,
we
right.
don't need you coming back with MRSA. Right. Yeah.
Has MRSA gone? Like, we used to have that around. Like, remember when it was going around the NFL for a while and
couple
stuff?
Locker rooms.
I do remember
Tampa's
that.
locker room
Yes,
had MRSA
yes.
problems, and
we don't hear about MRSA anymore.
No.
But I was thinking about them. Like, last thing I needed is to get, this MRSA from the hot tub in Hawaii.
Right.
Yeah. So.
Yeah. Staff.
Yeah,
we used to get staff all the time in wrestling mats. Or gotta clean the mats. Everybody's getting staff all over the place.
No one gets that stuff anymore.
Okay, so just some of the highlights. Wish you were there, everybody, but it was a good turnout. You would have loved it, Johnny Fever. Got to get down to the bottom of your beef there with Richie.
He parties too hard for us.
Yeah,
according to him, self-proclaimed, Mark, he told us.
He says.
He's like, I don't know if y'all can handle me.
Right, he says,
I'm up on all that coke.
Yeah, he says, I'm a totally different person away from the station.
Oh,
I'm totally different person out in social. I don't know.
But let's be honest. You
I
have
don't know
about
if you could handle me.
You have about a 10% chance of getting me out of the house on a weekday, maybe 5%
on a weekday.
Are you one of those guys that has like one drink or two drinks and you just are like crazy, like want to fight everybody?
No, the problem is it's typically the opposite.
Oh, you become you become like really happy. Like you want to hug everybody?
Well, it takes more than one or two.
Well, it seems like it wouldn't. You don't eat
like
anything.
a little Napoleon. Like he just all of a sudden breaks out and wants to fight everybody.
Right.
Tiny little guy.
No, I'm not.
You look at me. What are you looking at?
No, I'm not a confrontational. Tipsy.
No.
person.
All of a sudden, he becomes Conor McGregor when he goes out.
Right. Just swinging his arms. Bumping into people.
I'm very self-aware. I've
Johnny.
never been in a fight in my life. I'm very self-aware.
Tasmanian devil just swirling around the just trying to kick ass and take
my goodness. All right, that's the recap. Let's get back into the show. Lot to get to, including our conversation with Mike Klis, and maybe shedding a little light on who had the most power, the most say when it came to Broncos free agency. That's next.
Are there clues within the Broncos organization that the hierarchy has shifted away from Sean Payton being at the front of all the decisions?
I think there's a couple pieces of evidence that point to why that would be the case, if that is the case, because once again, I'm just gathering clues.
Denver Sports 104.3. The Fan.
Hey guys, your boy Stink here from my friends at the Low T Center. The Low T Center is the original TRT clinic that has helped countless men across the country get their lives back through high-quality testosterone therapy. It sets the standards of the clinic's are trying to measure up to. Low T Center has been highlighted for having the highest quality testosterone on the market. They use pharmaceutical-grade testosterone cypionate, never compounded, so you know it's perfect for your body. Don't settle for anything less, guys. And I'm telling you what, if you've been feeling tired, grumpy, lack of motivation, not sleeping through the night, not making those gains at the gym, it's probably low testosterone. And not only testosterone therapy, guys, but they also have the peptides, the GLP-1s, the whole 9 yards, so you can get back to feeling your best. And right now, free T-tests for men and only $99 for hormone testing for women, normally $299. So, guys, get your life back. Get back to feeling your best. Get the high-quality testosterone that your body needs to get you back to doing what you like to do. Guys, that's the Low T Center. You can find them online and book an appointment online at lowtcenter.com. That's lowtcenter.com.
At Uline, the prevailing opinion is, if you don't live it, you don't believe it. The people at Uline believe in hard work, and they live it by being there 24/7 to answer your call, having 41,000 items in stock, and offering same-day shipping from 12 locations across North America. Business owners, sellers, buyers, shippers, and packers believe it. Uline is the hard-working, dependable source for your shipping and industrial supplies. Visit uline.com.
What if you could have the most reliable Wi-Fi at the same price for 5 years? That's the Xfinity 5-year price guarantee. No annual contracts, no hidden fees, and our best equipment included.
Plus, get online in minutes with same-day Wi-Fi. Just 5 years of fiber-powered Wi-Fi that boosts speeds to the devices that need them most.
Lock in your price and unlock the possibilities. Xfinity. Imagine that.
Select plans only. Restrictions apply. Powered by fiber. Connected to the premises by coaxial cable. Actual speeds vary.
It's the College Hoops Showdown, wall-to-wall basketball, and zero time to mess with your lawn. At Waterloo Turf, they help Denver homeowners trade yard work for game time. No mowing, no watering, no mud on game day. Just a green championship-level lawn all season long. Perfect for watch parties, pets, and backyard hoops. From backyards to putting greens, Waterloo Turf installs premium artificial turf built for Colorado. Visit waterlooturf.com/Denver and book your free consultation. Waterloo Turf, get your Saturdays back, and don't miss the buzzer.
It's tax time, y'all. If you want to file free, this next one's for you.
Now taxes is so free. Tax-free edition only. Roughly 37% of filers qualify. Simple form 1040 returns only. Now this is tax.
Love that jam. Up next, commercials.
Intuit TurboTax Free Edition. See if you qualify at turbotax.com/free. No schedules except for earned income tax credit, child tax credit, student loan interest, and Schedule 1A.
Welcome to AutoZone. What are you working on today?
My car is making this noise. Sometimes it's like doot doot, and sometimes it's like grrr.
Do you have a dash light on?
Oh yeah.
Then we don't have to listen for clues. With the free Fix Finder service, we can read a check engine, ABS, or maintenance light to find the likely fix and even recommend a local shop if you need one.
So you don't need to hear the grrr.
Not with Fix Finder. Free at every AutoZone.
Get in the zone, AutoZone.
Restrictions apply.
In the big tourney, everything comes down to the buzzer. In business, the buzzer sounds when the lights go out. That's why commercial and industrial facilities trust Piper Electric. For over 40 years, they've delivered expert electrical construction, service and maintenance, fire alarm systems, and large-scale power distribution. Their licensed electricians are safety-driven, highly skilled, and built for complex projects. Starting a new project? Include Piper Electric in your bid process to save you time, money, and headaches along the way. Visit piperelectric.com.
When you want a new car, you want it now. That's why AutoNation moves at the speed of savings. Right now, put your tax refund to work at AutoNation. Even drive with zero down plus zero payments till June. No speed bumps, no detours, just great prices on new and used cars, trucks, and SUVs. Save on thousands of vehicles with zero down plus zero payments till June. Act fast, save now at your nearest AutoNation store. 60-month max term financing on approved credit. Interest accrues from date of purchase. See store for details. Expires 3/31/26.
1877 Cars for Kids. KARS Cars for Kids. 1877 Cars for Kids. Donate your car today.
Call 877 Cars for Kids to reach a friendly live agent. Donation is super easy, and your car can be picked up as soon as tomorrow. Call us now or go to carsforkids.org.
Donate your car today.
Did you know you can donate real estate too?
Ditch the bland, flavorless sports talk and tune into Freshly Grated, where Will Peterson and Marcello Romano serve up piping hot takes and bold opinions with no filter and an extra side of sarcasm. Every weekday at 2 p.m. on the Denver Sports 1043 The Fan YouTube channel. Like and subscribe today at Denver Sports 1043 and come along for the ride. Denver Sports 1043 The Fan. Double crossing, you little punk.
Can't believe you did that.
Unbreakable trust.
See, I'm not like you. You just let me drown. You just let me drown. You do nothing.
And of course, emotional maturity.
Maybe a little bit angry.
It's Stokley and Evans with Mark Schlereth on Denver Sports 1043 The Fan.
So in the wake of a Broncos free agency period that was quiet and lackluster, to say the least, but spiced up by the Jaylen Waddle trade, led to some conversation about the direction that the Broncos chose to go in. Was it a unified front, or did we see maybe some kind of shifting of power at all within the Broncos' brain trust? And Albert Breer in Sports Illustrated, really put together the behind the scenes of the Jaylen Waddle trade and how it was really George Payton driven, and that the idea about free agency was that there were players that the Broncos were certainly interested in, but once the contract, once the money got to a certain point, they backed off. The idea being that there were budget restraints there put in place. And we had Mike Klis on, and he said not 30 minutes ago that, the Broncos went into free agency. Breece Hall was their top target. But once Breece Hall came off the market because of the franchise tag, they did look at Travis. I guess it's Etienne now, huh?
Yeah, I'm not calling him that.
No,
Just Etienne.
You're right. Everybody knows
Etienne.
him as Travis Etienne.
Yes. Because we already have a Devin Etienne or whatever.
Right, that's what I'm saying.
It's Etienne.
When
please.
you started talking, I was like, are you trying to give me a no really? Because I was like, there's Devin Etienne in Miami. Why are you referring to Travis? So
yeah,
but that's the thing. That's officially a thing now.
It was Etienne is how they said it.
Yeah.
On the official pronunciation, and now it's Etienne.
All right,
whatever. Like
Travis Etienne here.
Exactly. For the
all of a
purposes
sudden,
of this
he's going to New Orleans, and now getting back to my roots.
Yeah,
come on. You're not Stokely.
No.
You know what I'm saying? Right?
Pride of Como High.
He probably
Como.
Como with an X, by the way.
Yeah, he would probably say what's
spell it.
COMEAUX?
AUX.
Yeah, sure. Something like that.
Or EUX or EAUX?
EAUX.
Yeah.
It'd be like if he said Jan Lop, he'd probably say it like Sean Payton, right? Wrong, incorrectly.
Lanyap.
It's Lanyap over here. I'm Etienne. All right.
For the purposes of our conversation, we'll go with Travis Etienne. But Klis was saying they had interest in Etienne, but then when it got to a certain number, they passed. So does that? What does that tell you, Mark, about? Who had the say, the influence? Because is Sean strikes me as the type of guy, if he likes a guy, damn the torpedoes, let's go, right?
Mm-hmm.
So, is there anything to this that would imply that either George Payton or Greg Penner said, nope, we're setting a number for all these guys, and once that number goes beyond what we're willing to pay, we back off?
I don't think that signifies, hey, George Payton took over, or hey, Sean Payton is not involved. I think they looked at it from just from a pure economic standpoint and saying, who is what are these guys worth? Let's set parameters on every guy and say we're not just going to overpay because there's other guys out there that we think that we can get the same production out of. And I told you guys this early. At the beginning of the season, I did the first week one. I did Jacksonville. They were not sold on Travis Etienne. They looked at it like, hey man, this is an open competition, right? And
who was the other guy they liked?
Bashal Tootin. They loved Bashal Tootin, Yes, and so they wanted to, they were thinking about, this is going to be an open competition. We'll see who wins it. Now, obviously, Etienne won it, and he did a really good job all season long. But the bottom line is, I think they looked at it. The thing that surprised me that Klis said, and, I know you guys heard this because I was listening, when he said, hey, there was another team in on J.K. Dobbins. That's the one that surprised me.
Yeah, Stoke did the big eye roll at that one.
Right.
Not eye roll.
No,
more
just
like surprise,
wow.
yeah.
Shocker. I mean, I can't believe. I mean, you have who would be in on him? No one was in on him last year, but now all of a sudden you're going to be on him this year.
Well, the Chargers have been back on him because he had a good season until he got hurt, which is
I doubt
standard.
it. Not at $8 million. I mean, who else? Who's going to be? How do you have a bidding war for a guy that's can't stay healthy at the running back position? That's odd to me.
Yeah,
very odd.
Me too. I mean, it was eye roll to me too.
But yeah, no, I think like Mark said, anytime that you're going into this, you have a number, you have numbers on guys, and like this is where we're going to go. And then once it gets past that, then you're just out, right?
Yeah.
Unless you feel like they are special. Then you say, okay, let's try to grind this out here. But I think with anything, when you're dealing with free agency, you have to have parameters. The interesting one was Breece Hall, though, saying that they really wanted to go after Breece Hall.
Mm-hmm.
And did the Jets general manager kind of get wind of that because he used to work here?
Yep.
And that's one of the reasons why they put, the franchise tag on him. I think it wasn't just the Broncos that were interested
there would have been
in
a
him.
lot of interest, yeah.
So, but man, that got me excited. Or maybe depressed,
Well,
maybe both. Because
okay,
I would love Breece Hall. Mark, you loved him.
Then you can walk back what you said during the season. You could say that even with a healthy at that point, J.K. Dobbins, they should have traded for Breece Hall, just because they knew that J.K. eventually would have got hurt, and they should have given up a third-round pick for him. Because that was the conversation at the time. No, that was the conversation at the time.
Come on. I mean, is that so? Who said third round?
They did.
Yeah, exactly. Who's they? Well, we don't know. Yeah, we don't know. So you're just making stuff up.
People did.
Mm-hmm. You're making something up here. I
didn't make it up.
That was bogus reports. Who's going to give the third round pick? It's going to cost you way more than a third round pick for Breece Hall. They're going to trade him for a third round
He
pick.
doesn't. He just
just made that up. That's like Lana. You just make stuff up. There, I call you out. You're like, so I said who?
Well, no.
Who, Lana? Who said that?
They did.
Exactly. Who's they? All right. That's what I thought.
The wife is like, all the time. Whichever way the wind blows.
Yes.
I heard it this morning coming in. We talked about, you guys were talking about Waddle. And you said the receiver, like I said last week when you were gone, I said DT Emmanuel Sanders. Michael's like, oh, yeah, that's great comp. And then you say Emmanuel Sanders. Yes, you said it. And I was like, dude.
I didn't even say that last week.
Oh, you didn't?
Maybe.
No, I did.
Yeah.
I said it last week when he was out. And then you're like, yes, Stokley, I heard you say it before.
I was just like, okay, I'll take the credit for it, but I don't remember saying it.
Now that I think back, you did have a look on your face, kind of like I was expecting. And I did, just for a second, I thought, did he say it? Yeah, well. Oh, well.
Sounds good.
Yeah. Bracket busted, don't worry. Denver Sports giving you another. All right, Mark, I'll find a way to give you. You were really in on Alex Singleton. Denver Sports is giving you.
You better recognize, Mike.
Another shot with our second chance bracket presented by Waterloo Turf and Xfinity. Head to denversports.com/bracket for your chance to win $1,000. That's denversports.com/bracket. Entry ends before the first game on Thursday. Coming up this Thursday. Up next. Is there potential trouble brewing with Marvin Mims and his role in this offense next season? That's next.
With the Nuggets now fully healthy, could they actually run their way through the Western Conference playoffs en route to another NBA title?
Outside OKC, this team can run away.
Right.
They could have 5-game series until they face OKC, and then that's 7. That's 7. It better be 7. Let's put it that way. Yeah. But everyone else, if you play your best basketball, that's a gentleman's sweep.
Denver Sports 104.3. The Fan.
Hey guys, your boy Stink here, talking to my buddy Troy Hands for the housing market. Crazy. It's gone from one of the hottest it's ever been a couple summers ago to prices declining. Just tons of inventory out there on the market. So if you're thinking about selling your house for any reason, now's the time to sell it. Still get top dollar with my buddy Troy. Believe it or not, he's still offering his $5,000 guarantee. Hey, man, he makes it so easy. If he can't sell your house at the price you agree upon, plus the timeline you agree upon, he's going to scratch you a check for $5,000. Come on, nobody else makes that offer. And he makes that offer because he continues to spend a ton of money marketing his listings, has about 100 families approved and ready to buy. If you have a house, Troy probably has that perfect buyer for you right now, waiting for you to pick up the phone and to dial him up at 720-900-4433. And if for any reason you need to sell right away, Troy can buy your house, all cash, and can close in as little as 7 days. Call Troy, get your home sold for the most money, 720-900-4433. Troy Hansford of RE/MAX Professionals, a Colorado licensed broker. Some restrictions do apply. Want to sell your house? Then pick up the phone and call my buddy Troy, 720-900-4433.
When it comes to your home, draft the best in the game. If you're planning a custom build, a full remodel, or adding an ADU, you need a team that executes. Able Builders builds custom homes, minor or major renovations, and accessory dwelling units with precision, communication, and craftsmanship that shows up on game day. Plan, build, deliver. When you're making a big investment, you want experience on your side. And when it's time to choose your builder,
Bring Able to the table.
call 303-590-5600.
A family office is a team built to handle the three biggest financial responsibilities a family faces: wealth management, tax strategy, and estate planning. Most firms only manage your investments and refer the rest out, hoping everyone stays aligned. At Trajan, we built something different. Your wealth, tax planning, and estate planning are handled together inside one firm under one roof. There's no guessing whether your CPA, advisor, and estate attorney are truly in sync, because our team works together every day on your behalf. When your financial life becomes more complex, your advice should become more coordinated, not more fragmented. One plan, one trusted team. Call Trajan today, 720-204-8100. That's 720-204-8100.
Trajan Wealth, an SEC-registered investment advisor. Additional services through Trajan Estate and Trajan Tax. Additional disclosures and accreditation at TrajanWealth.com.
Smalls here. Did you know there are many ways to do your taxes with H&R Block? You can go to a local office and get expert help in person, or you can choose virtual tax prep and get expert help without leaving home. Or you can even do them yourself online with live human help standing by. Whatever you choose, you can file with confidence, having H&R Block's 70-plus years of tax expertise in your corner. Switch today and file your way at hrblock.com.
It's tournament time when the most talented teams survive and advance. And whether you're cutting down the nets or cutting through resumes, one thing's clear. The best teams are built with the best people. If you're hiring, you need ZipRecruiter. Their smart matching technology finds qualified candidates fast. You can add screening questions to get the right applicants and even filter to see who's recently active. Score the best for your team with ZipRecruiter. Try it for free at ZipRecruiter.com/USL. That's ZipRecruiter.com/USL. Meet your match on ZipRecruiter.
This segment on 104.3 The Fan, powered by Waterloo Turf Denver. Get your Saturdays back.
Utter nonsense.
This thing has gone totally off the rails.
Some Cajun seasoning.
Gree-gree?
And the occasional anatomy lesson.
Yeah, we're tight.
Okay.
We're like tired of mouse nuts.
It's Stokley and Evans with Mark Schlereth on Denver Sports 104.3 The Fan.
We got 4 down territory coming up. Take a look at both the Nuggets and Avs in action tonight. Good night for the Nuggets last night without even playing. We'll get to all that. But I was listening to the drive on my way over to our goodbye party for Richie yesterday, who's heading off to Sacramento to become the program director of the All Sports station there in Sacramento, our sister station there. And good conversation between Zack and Phil, and really, really enjoyed Phil's perspective, because I love how honest Phil is, and coming from somebody who had to really fight and claw to not only get into the league, but to try to stay in the league, and understanding the priorities of a young player that's trying to make it in the NFL. And against that backdrop, I bring up Marvin Mims, because when we look at the Jaylen Waddle trade, and right away we started to have the conversation, okay, does this leave an odd man out, an odd receiver out? And what does it mean for Troy Franklin? What does it mean maybe for Marvin Mims? And we saw Mims especially when Pat Bryant had his injury issues near the end of the season, Mims's role as a receiver really expanded, and he played really well. And he showed that he's more than just that. What is he, Stoke? See if he's been paying attention.
No, Swiss Army knife.
Good.
Bam.
He's more than just a guy that, great returner, put him into jet sweeps and all that kind of thing. So Mims was on Altitude TV over the weekend, and he was asked about how he fits into the offense now with Jaylen Waddle's arrival.
Yeah, a little bit. It's just interesting to see how I'll fit in the offense. But at the end of the day, just for me, the past 2 years, the thing I've taken pride in is being able to play running back, be a returner, be a receiver. So any way I can affect the game, I'm happy to go out there and do it. Yeah, for sure. I think it really surprised me, just bringing in a guy like that. But, if you look at his career ever since high school to college and now, he's just an explosive playmaker. And I think offensively, we always need more playmakers. I think it'll be a really fun to watch, so we'll just see how it all comes out this season.
And this is where I enjoyed and appreciated the honesty from Phil yesterday because, fans want to think that you want to look at your players and you want your players to be thinking, wow, we were so close to going to the Super Bowl last year, and whatever I can do and whatever role I can play to come back and help us get over that final hump and get back to the Super Bowl, I'll ask whatever the coach is asking me. And Phil was honest, and I loved it. He goes, I guarantee you what Marvin Mims is thinking right now. He ain't thinking about any of that stuff. He's thinking about going into the last year of his contract and recognizing that Jaylen Waddle's arrival may really hurt his chance to prosper in this offense in a way to be able to go out and get himself a new contract and get paid. And that's his top priority right now. So do you guys see, Stoke, I'll start with you. Do you see any potential for a Marvin Mims problem this offseason on into training camp?
No, he doesn't seem like that type of guy, first of all, right? And, for me, it reminds me of, when draft time comes around, Mark, and, especially early in my career, I just was praying that they would not draft, like the Ravens, don't draft a wide receiver early. Don't draft a wide, please don't, because, that now all of a sudden I'm not looking for a contract. I'm trying to keep my job the following year. But you look at the situation, and I don't think it's a big deal. I really don't. I think, hey, why can't we use all these guys? Why can't we use Mims and Waddle? You're kind of rolling your eyes.
Well,
wait 1 second.
Right, okay.
And Mims is a great special teams player. They throw him in there offensively every now and then. Like he said, they'll put him in the backfield. They do all kind of different things with him. So I'm sure we'll have package grouping where we have both those guys on the football field at the same time. The more the merrier. The more weapons, the better. So I don't think it's a big issue. And I think if I'm representing Marvin Mims or trying to give him advice, I'd be, hey, you know what? First of all, it's a long season. A lot of things can happen. Guys get hurt. I think he has shown the NFL his value already and what he can do well, okay? He's going to get paid eventually. He's an all-pro returner, and he has shown flashes in the receiving game, in the passing game. So I would say, hey, let's just work. Don't have a bad attitude. And then, look, also here, too, if the Broncos think the room is too full, then they can trade him at some point. We saw them trade Vele last year, and what did they get last year for Vele?
Like a fourth rounder.
They got 2 picks.
Yeah.
For him, a fourth and
it's impossible.
Something else. And so
it's literally impossible.
Zach take the L on that one, buddy.
Yeah.
I don't want to make him mad because we saw when he gets last night when he holds grudges. That's the word on the street.
He can't be that guy.
So
hey, we had a little kumbaya moment.
Yeah, everything's good then.
Yeah,
huh?
everything I think is.
Right. You might want to double check on that.
Oh, really?
I'm just
continue.
Oh, my bad. I
you are such a troublemaker.
Yeah.
Just keep going.
So I'm just saying that, I think in this situation, if we need to move him in training camp or before that, then you can move him. I don't think it's a big deal at all. I think Mims has got to realize he's still in a really good situation here.
Did Mims come into this season, before that Jaylen Waddle trade, did he think he was a shoo-in starter? Or did he know he's going to have to compete for time? And I think all you have to really look at, I know you love comps, Mike, so I'm going to give you a comp. Curtis Samuel. Curtis Samuel has bounced around the league, and he's always gotten big contracts because he is an offensive weapon. He is not a polished wide receiver. He is a gadget wide receiver. He's a jet sweep guy. He still runs routes. He does some things well, limited route tree, but he is that jet sweep, bubble screen, and he has bounced from Washington to Buffalo to here to there. He's been all over the place, and he's been a guy that has continued to get paid, and he doesn't have the same value as Marvin Mims because Marvin Mims, is, to Stokes' point, is an all-pro returner. So you have a spot. You're still going to compete for time with Troy Franklin, with Pat Bryant. It's just that you have solidified a big-time playmaker at one wide receiver position in Waddle.
But he wants to be paid as a receiver. You don't want to be paid as
he's not but he has never been.
But that's my point. Is that what happened when Pat Bryant? Because there was a stretch I just looked up as we were talking starting from Halloween on. There was a 4-game stretch.
Halloween?
What?
Halloween?
Huh?
Halloween?
Don't ask me.
Holla.
Don't look at me, Evans. Wait.
Halloween.
Let me try to say it. Tell me if I'm right. Halloween.
Yeah, perfect.
Okay, was it?
Halloween.
Okay.
You went
Halloween.
You went total Lulumon on him. You said Halloween.
Oh, all right. Halloween.
Hey, by the way, I did scoop up some Lululemon golf shorts.
Ooh, very nice.
I was at the superstore, and they have Lululemon golf shorts, and I was like, let me try those on. They were
So
they were
starting,
good.
starting from
what size?
Well, Mark, I mean, they well. So I had. That's why I was there shopping for new shorts.
Thank God we got the little guy.
I've had to upgrade, go bigger sizes because none of my shorts were fitting.
Hey, I tie.
Yeah.
So starting from Halloween.
Okay, great.
There was a 4-week stretch where Marvin Mims in 4 games had 3 catches for 13 yards. I think you would find that that's when Pat Bryant started to get more involved. Well, then Pat Bryant got hurt and started to battle injuries, and Mims really came on the rest of the way, culminating with that terrific performance in the Buffalo playoff game where he had 8 catches on 8 targets for 93 yards and a touchdown. So if you're Marvin Mims, here's how you look at it. Even before Jaylen Waddle, I was third on the totem pole between Troy Franklin, Pat Bryant, and myself. And it wasn't until Bryant got hurt that I got a chance to show myself more as a receiver. Well, now Bryant's healthy, Franklin's still here, and now we've added Jaylen Waddle. I think it's fair, and he's probably wondering, is my versatility, it's a strength, but when it comes to getting paid going into the final year of my contract, is that going to work against me?
Well, sure,
and those are the things he's thinking about.
Of course it is.
I mean, it's the NFL, Mark. I mean, it's in interviews. You know that, right?
Right.
So you got to go compete.
Well,
go earn it.
Or do you look at the writing on the wall and say, I need to force my way out of here?
No. You're going to get somebody's going to give you an opportunity. Again, you got to earn it. Like you've had, how many years have you been here? 3 years? You've been here 3 years as a second-round draft pick? And you have, and you haven't had Waddle here, and you still haven't been able to consistently crack the starting lineup. So that,
who's going to give him the opportunity, Mike? You think so? Like, if you make a fuss if you're Marvin Mims and you say you want out, right, because you want a better opportunity, where's that? What team is going to be that team?
Somebody that would recognize what he could be as a receiver, given more responsibilities.
And you think they're going to give you a new contract?
Well, at some point you're going to be able, during the course of playing for that team, show that you're worthy of a new contract.
You hope so.
You hope so, but you're not going to get that. But in your mind, you're not going to get that opportunity here, is what I'm saying.
See, but why? Why?
Because you look at
this is why.
You look at how it played out last season.
If you listen to what I said to start this thing, if I was advising him as an agent or a representative, whatever the case may be, that's when cooler heads have to prevail. And as a player, do you like hearing that right then and there? That, oh, gosh, they're bringing in another receiver. Obviously, the guy's going to be a every down starter to go with Cortland, who's an every down starter. So that makes playing time at the receiver position, a lot more difficult now. Do I like to hear that? No, but guess what? This is your best opportunity to get paid after this year, right? It might not be with the Broncos, which is fine, but keep doing your thing, be a great returner, and be a guy that's going to get on the football. You know they like him. Be a guy that they're going to put you on the field to make plays and give you opportunities to make plays. And guess what? I don't know if you know this, Evans, there's injuries that happen in football a lot. So stay patient here, and just when you get your opportunities, take advantage of it. The grass isn't always greener on the other side. You force your way out of here, you go to a situation, it's a bad situation, you don't perform. Now all of a sudden, your market value plummets going into your free agency.
Right.
And you don't want that.
Yeah. Here's the other thing. The Broncos aren't trading him. He's an all-pro returner. That's the role. That's the role you have, and then you're going to catch some bubble screens. You're going to run some jet sweeps. You're going to be in the backfield. You're going to do a lot of unique things that we're going to give you the opportunity to do. And to Stokes' point, the grass isn't greener on the other. The grass is greener where you water it. So water it right here. Go out and compete with those other guys. Earn yourself opportunities, and guess what? Somebody's going to take like inventory of that and give you an opportunity with their team.
If we have water restrictions, you going to ignore them?
Me? What do you mean by ignore?
No,
I'll water on
flat out ignore.
I will water on my specific days. I got some man 101. I'm going to do some overseeding, but I'm going to sand because it's not water, Mike. Everybody knows this. The key to a great lawn, Stoke, it's not about water as much as it is about air. You got to get air to the roots. If you don't get
Is that why you aerate it?
Aerate it, and then instead of letting it just kind of close back up,
right?
I'm going to put sand in the holes. So I'm going to
overseed but you still need
with
water
sand.
with the air, right? Water and air.
You got to have water, but air is more important than water.
I don't think I should say what I feel about water restrictions on the radio.
Probably shouldn't. But if
right?
there are,
so,
if it's 3 days a week, if it's 3 days a week, I wonder if you're going to stick to your 3 days.
Oh, I will. But
he'll be out there in the dark like you when you're making those dumpster runs. So the neighbor's dumpster.
It'll be like dumpster watering.
Yeah.
Is what it'll be like for me.
Right.
Let's get to 4-down territory.
I wasn't finished. I wasn't finished with Mims.
Oh no, we'll get back to Mims.
Where Stokley and Evans with Mark Schlereth react to the latest action both on and
I know.
off.
Just one more thing.
First down.
I almost just forgot it now. I think Mims has got value right now. Like he is a valuable player in the NFL. Like I think teams look at him and say, okay, if he was in free agency right now, you're looking at a guy that would get a good contract.
Yeah.
And so just do your thing one more year, and guess what? You'll get a good contract. He has got a skill set that is valuable, and I think that teams will value. Now, will he make $30 million a year? No, but he'll get a good contract somewhere if he just does what he's been doing.
Yeah, all you need to do is do your homework. Look at Curtis Samuel because he doesn't. I don't think Curtis returns. And look at how many contracts he's gotten being a gadget guy. Maybe you can do that during a break.
I will
do
like that.
Being at the kitchen table.
I will do that.
All right.
Let's get to first down. This is going to be a cool event, and all of you out there, can be a part of it. The Night of Champions, a night with the 2015 Denver Broncos, is set for April 22nd. It's going to feature Peyton Manning, Von Miller, DeMarcus Ware, TJ Ward, Aqib Talib, Gary Kubiak, and more. And it's going on April 22nd. Tickets go on sale March 31st. So check that out. And you as a Bronco fan can be there to spend a night with the 2015 Super Bowl champs. How about that?
That's cool.
That is cool.
That's really cool. I ought to do one for y'all's deal, too, at some point. That would be cool also.
I think the Ravens kind of started that.
Oh. Yeah, I wasn't.
You were.
I did.
No, you went to one this year, didn't you?
No, he's talking. Yeah,
the Ravens kind of did. As I remember, that did the kind of the first one. I think it was Billick and Sharp and Saragusa, God rest his soul, and Ray Lewis maybe.
Yeah. I remember watching it on TV.
Yeah.
Something.
I know Stokley. I wish you were a part of this.
I mean, they could have just invited me anyway, right? I mean, I could have been in the seats. I could have been with the fans, just sitting there watching, right?
This one's put on by Payton's, his Omaha Productions.
Yeah.
Maybe he'll do an Omaha production for the Colts championship.
Well, I definitely won't get that one, Mark. I didn't even play in the dang game. I'd figure I'd get the one where I at least caught a touchdown in the Super Bowl. You know that one? Oh. The Colts, no, I didn't even play, Mark.
I didn't know you didn't play.
My leg. I did pop my Achilles, by the way.
Brutal.
So I didn't get to play in that game.
I'm
that was
sorry.
another depressing moment for my life.
Anyway, 2015 Super Bowl champs.
Yeah.
Great night. Be a part of it.
Second down.
This so depresses me when I leave here.
The Nuggets tonight on the road in Phoenix. Will Suns and Four Guy be there? And there was a good night for the Nuggets without even playing last night, as both Houston and the Lakers lost. And Houston, bad loss. They lost on the road to Chicago. The Bulls.
Are the Bulls even trying?
The Bulls are trying to lose, and the Nuggets, the Rockets lost to them. And so now the Nuggets hold the 4 seed. They hold the 4 seed. If the playoffs were to begin right now, they would be playing Minnesota in the first round of the playoffs with home court. And with the Lakers losing to the Pistons, the Nuggets are now 2 games behind the Lakers. But it's actually 3 because the Lakers hold the tiebreaker. So, but still, they got help. They got good help last night. Now they got to take care of business tonight against Phoenix.
Yeah, look, I got to correct myself from yesterday. I'm not scared of Minnesota anymore.
You're not?
No, whatever.
Boy, I would love to get Houston.
I mean,
boy, Houston.
I know.
Houston's leaking oil,
Houston
right?
is a fraud, man. Give me Houston.
But I'm not scared of Minnesota or the Lakers. Whatever. We were ranking them. We were ranking them.
Round 1 is a wrap.
Yes.
Yeah.
It's a wrap?
It's a wrap.
Yeah. Well,
whoever they play in round 1, it's a wrap.
I want to see who they play, but right now,
Houston or Minnesota, it's a wrap.
It's like the Chargers.
Yes.
Hello,
Jinx.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, it's a wrap.
Okay.
It's a wrap. You don't think so?
Definitely it's a wrap if they play Houston.
Minnesota, you got Goober there. He's a
Goober?
Yeah, he's a fraud. He'll get some boards, but he'll foul out against Jokic probably start at the 4th, right? And they're not the team they were a couple years ago. They're just not. They're just not.
Give me Houston.
No, I mean, who would I prefer? But at the same time, I'm not going to – and I know Anthony Edwards, he's that dude, and he shows up, and he seems like he always shows up against the Nuggets. But overall, I'm not overly concerned about any of those teams, Lakers and Minnesota or Houston.
There's only one team in the West that can beat the Nuggets if they're healthy. And that's Oklahoma City. That's.
You better put a little bit more respect on the Spurs. I keep telling you that every day.
They're not.
You do not.
They're a year away. I'm telling you. You watch come playoff time. They're not going to be ready for prime time.
Here we go again. So if this, it's going to be like
listen.
Mark teaching the Texans offensive line how to block, and then all of a sudden, they're running the ball all over the place. If we played them, let me tell you, if we played them in the playoffs, Houston. And all of a sudden, Woody Marks looks like Earl Campbell, then Broncos country would have hated him. If we play the Spurs and lose to them in the playoffs, that's on your head, Evans.
That's fine. You can hold the receipts on that one. Go ahead.
You've already had a bad few months. I mean, you pissed off all Gabe Landeskog and
Avalanche fans,
right? Because you're taking shots at Landeskog.
Well, he's starting to score more goals.
Who else did he take shots at?
Scoring more goals now.
Yesterday, he took Kansas Jayhawks fans and alumni who were they're all over the place here.
That was just fun. That was just fun.
He did that yesterday too.
That was just
screw them,
buddy. It's not.
Who out there really is mad at me for taking a shot at Jayhawk fan? Really? Unless you're a Jayhawk fan, trust me, every fan of every other team's like, yeah, please give overrated Jayhawk fan grief, please.
Again. There's a lot of them. A lot of them listen to us. I'm telling you.
The Landy thing though was they hate him.
They still hate him.
Oh, I know that. Right
all
now.
Avs fans hate him.
Well, that's one thing I did.
Well-deserved hate.
You cannot say one. I mean, it can't even be a whisper of criticism. Not even a whisper.
Mm-hmm.
Not a whisper.
Yeah. You could say, hey, Landeskog has got some of the weakest nuts in hockey. Like, no,
not even.
His nuts got broke.
Right.
Yeah.
Speaking of them,
got to get tougher.
Speaking of them,
no comment.
Third down.
Avs in Pittsburgh tonight. This is a revenge game.
7-2 loss last time they played right here.
I am
in Balls Arena.
I feel very good about the Avs tonight to go back out and correct that wrong. But here's my question, guys: who's between the pipes? Like if Scott Wedgwood, if you're Jared Bednar. Follow this line of thinking. If you're Jared Bednar, in your mind, Scott Wedgwood is your number one goalie and is the goalie that you would start if the playoffs were starting right now, you wouldn't want him to go this many games without playing, right? If you give Mackenzie Blackwood the start, that's Mackenzie Blackwood's third straight start.
Yeah.
So if you go to Mackenzie Blackwood, then you're telling us what?
That McKenzie's your guy right now.
Well, or you're going with the guy who's the hot hand, and he's the hot hand, and so we'll see who has the hot hand come playoff time. Is that
who do you think they'll put in? Who do you think's in the pipes tonight? Between the pipes.
Well, last time it was Blackwood started, right?
Mm-hmm. No, it was the other way around.
It was the other way. Wedgie started, gave up 3 goals on 4 shots, and got yanked.
So I think you got to put Wedgwood in because Blackwood started the last 2 games, right?
Yes.
You got to put Wedgwood in. It's revenge time. Let's see. You want your get back. Right, you just got embarrassed.
But what does it
you
say?
got pulled. You gave up 3 quick ones, and so I think you got to throw him back in the net and let him try to get his get back, redemption. No, yes,
I agree with you. And if they do that, then I think it's telling that he's your guy,
right?
Come playoff time.
But what happens if he doesn't play good? Ooh, now you're going. Right. Now we're going down a slippery slope.
Hey,
if he doesn't play
really
good.
quick. The other possibility is right now Jared Bednar does not have a number one goalie in his mind, and he's willing to let it play out over the next remaining games of the season, and we'll just see who's the hotter goaltender.
Well, that's why you got to play Wedgwood tonight. Blackwood started two games in a row. Wedgwood was terrible to start the game against Pittsburgh a week or so ago. You got to give him a chance for redemption.
Nope, I think it's the other way around.
Really?
I think if you are sitting here right now saying my mind is it's a blank. We got a clean slate, and I'm going to let these goalies show me who is deserving of being the playoff goalie. Blackwood's won 2 in a row. I'm going to keep him out there. Keep rolling the hot hand.
Okay. All right.
Well, we shall see.
I think I figured out the team. I think I figured out the team that might have been in on Dobbins. Maybe we can get that audio from Klis.
Really?
Right.
I think I deduced it.
Ty gave me the heads up. We'll do that next.
Will we look back at the end of this Nuggets season and declare that all the injuries they dealt with could end up helping them come the postseason?
Having these injuries and not having all these different parts that have had to step up and play a lot of different minutes, I think in the end, that's going to definitely help this group. I mean, it's a full room now, though.
Denver Sports 104.3. The Fan.
Hey guys, your boy Stink here. Let me ask you a question. You live with back pain, neck pain, worried about needing surgery. How about all those habit-forming medications? Well, you can do what I did. Start your journey toward pain-free today. That's right. They're a phone call away, same-day appointments. My guys at Spine One, 303-367-2225. Start your journey today toward pain-free, 303-367-BACK. Spine One is a complete medical center for spine care, exams, MRIs, physical therapy, treatment options, all in one facility. They're going to educate you on what's going on, why you're in pain, and then give you options for both nagging and debilitating pain. Guys, I suffered with debilitating pain for decades, and it just checked me out of life. I quit playing golf, couldn't go to the gym, couldn't sleep through the night. Listen, a few short visits to my guys at Spine One, I was back doing all those things again. I know what you're going through. I understand how pain just checks you out of life. Don't let that be you anymore. Get back involved. Set your appointment, same-day appointment today by giving them a phone call. 303-367-2225, 303-367-BACK. Or as always, you can find them online at spine1.com.
If you owe back taxes, listen carefully to rule number 1. Never go up against the IRS alone. They're cracking down, freezing bank accounts, garnishing paychecks, canceling passports. Even your home or business could be at risk. But here's what they don't tell you. The IRS has powerful tax relief programs that could save you thousands if you qualify. That's why smart people call Optima Tax Relief, America's #1 tax resolution firm. Nobody knows these programs like the experts at Optima. Their team of tax attorneys and licensed professionals have resolved over $2 billion in tax debt for people just like you. The IRS is not stopping, so don't wait and don't take them on alone. For tax help you need, for tax help you can trust, call Optima today for a free consultation.
Call 800-343-6460. 800-343-6460. 800-343-6460.
Optima Tax Relief. Some restrictions apply. For complete details, please visit OptimaTaxRelief.com.
Rain-X wipers are the #1 wiper blades in America. That means all kinds of drivers choose Rain-X. Big drivers in small cars choose Rain-X. Small drivers in big cars choose Rain-X. Drivers with long hair and short commutes choose Rain-X. Drivers with short hair and long commutes choose Rain-X. Drivers with pets on board, babies on board, and bored babies on board choose Rain-X. Basically, drivers who love a clear view of the road all choose Rain-X wipers, the #1 wiper blades in America.
Pump up the volume.
Business moves fast. Orders roll in, deadlines close in. When you ship with USPS Ground Advantage, you can keep up with confidence. Every package stays in our secure network from dock to door. And with nationwide reach, dependable tracking, and upfront affordable pricing, you get built-in peace of mind. You run the business. We run the routes. Visit USPS.com/Ground Advantage to learn more.
Men, we all know how important sex is in a relationship, both for you and your partner. But erectile dysfunction ruins sex, which can often have serious impacts on your relationship as well. This is Jeff for the Rocky Mountain Men's Clinic, and if ED is a problem in your life, you understand the impacts it has on you and the one you love. But I'm here to tell you that ED is a treatable condition, and almost without exception, you can have really good sex again. At the Rocky Mountain Men's Clinic, we're experts in treating ED. We've treated tens of thousands of men with protocols that are effective in well over 90% of cases, which means if you're like most guys, good sex will be the norm. You could even last up to an hour or more and bring a level of intimacy for you and your partner that might just astound you both. It's time to have really good sex again, so call us. Just $99 gets you blood work, a medical consult, and if medically advised, a test dose. And if that test dose doesn't work in the office, your visit is free. Call 720-440-7900 or go to RockyMountainMen'sClinic.com. We have 5 offices across the Front Range to serve you.
Xfinity tech support. I can't get Jurassic Park back online without... But no worries. Our Wi-Fi boosted mobile keeps you connected in all kinds of places.
Cut your mobile bill in half with 2 lines of unlimited. Learn more at XfinityMobile.com. Xfinity. Imagine that. Watch Jurassic Park with Xfinity. Restrictions apply. Xfinity Internet required. Savings comparison based on promotional rate for 2 lines of Xfinity Mobile Unlimited versus 2 lines of T-Mobile Experience More, Verizon Unlimited Plus, and AT&T Starter as of February 10th, 2026. Taxes, fees, extra.
Stream Stokley and Evans with Mark Schlereth, Dover and Cecil, The Drive, and all your favorite shows on the Denver Sports 104.3 The Fan app. Powered by Advanced Tax Solutions. Denver Sports 104.3 The Fan. KKFN and KKFN HD1 Longmont, Denver. Powered by Able Builders, it's Stokley and Evans with Mark Schlereth. Career advice.
That would suck. If only I knew somebody that could tell me what it's like to be fired from their job.
Oh, shit. Holy cow. Method acting.
I play the role of big dumb idiot really well.
And questionable job security.
Mike, do you like that question?
I do like that question.
Pretty soon we won't need you anymore, buddy. So don't get too comfortable.
Okay. It's Stokley and Evans with Mark Schlereth on Denver Sports 104.3 The Fan.
All right, great to have you with us here on this Tuesday morning. Got to ask you, Mark, are you okay? Did you sleep well last night? Any headache this morning? I mean, that party yesterday, that going away party for Richie, as he's leaving us to go become the program director of our sister sports station in Sacramento. I mean, we're all out together, and you know the frosty beverages were flowing, and and
everybody was having a good time.
Everyone was having a good time. I'm just, Are you okay after drinking all that water?
I'm great. Yeah, I had a great time. I had a great time. Pounded two big cups of water.
Yeah, and by the way, so we're all hanging out, and and then all of a sudden, his phone rings, and he talks on his phone, in the back by himself for probably 10 minutes.
Yeah,
at least 10 minutes, right? So he was not very much fun. He was talking about, I was in the sauna. I'm so tired. I was in the sauna for an hour, like 50 minutes.
Yeah.
Dude, that's not healthy.
No,
sauna
can't
for
be.
50 minutes?
And you're fasting right now?
Yeah.
And you're getting in the sauna for that long?
That can't be healthy. Any doctors out there?
Right.
Dude, look at me. Look at me. I'm the picture of health. By the way, all right, so you guys like to make fun of me. That phone call was for our former producer, Ben, with program directors in New York. Just like I got Richie the job here. Just like I got Richie the job here, that we celebrated Richie. I'm trying to do for our former
Millennial Ben?
Millennial Ben.
No kidding.
Yeah, so just understand that that's me trying to develop another career.
Stop the cap.
And you guys, look at you guys, just don't have the information, but like a couple of little girls over there.
Mark Schlereth, the Rainmaker.
Oh, man.
What do you mean? Yeah. I hope you feel bad now. I hope both of you feel bad.
I don't feel bad at all.
You should.
No.
You should.
I mean,
Lana will probably talk to you.
Oh,
She's probably listening.
She already
talked to you.
She already texted me, Mike, about.
Oh, really? What?
Yeah.
The bandages?
Huh?
The band? Oh, that?
Yeah. So, stop it. She told me stop it.
Yeah.
She did.
Yeah.
So guess what?
Well, I told you to stop it, too.
No, but you were.
She's a lady.
So I'm stopping it.
Okay.
I'm stopping it.
All right.
So, but I got a team. You got a team.
All right, let's set this up.
All right, set it up.
Let's set this up. So Mike Klis was on with us earlier. And I think a lot of us here in Broncos country were, A, surprised the Broncos didn't do something else when it came to signing a free agent running back, and B, that they went out and aggressively brought back J.K. Dobbins. Remember, somebody they didn't sign until June last year at veteran money, minimum money, and instead this year they go out and they sign him in the early stages of free agency and bring him back at a pretty good number, a chance to make upwards of, $8 million this year? So we asked Mike Klis about it, and here was his answer. Oh, hold on. I got it.
Wow.
There we go.
Wow.
Sorry.
Wow. Just unbelievable. Man.
Well, there was a lot that came out of last night, so I'm a little distracted. So here
you're off your game
you know
a
what?
little bit.
You focus on you, right? And quit focusing so much on me.
Thanks a lot, Mike.
Maybe you could do your job better if you did that, Mike.
Yeah.
Seriously.
We may not be done with you yet. So
they weighed Aitken at $12 million a year versus
Wow.
Dobbins at between $5 and $8 million. They wound up getting them for $8 million because another team jumped in on Dobbins. So there got to be a little bit of a bidding war that came on there.
Really?
And they got Dobbins for $8 million. They preferred him over Aitken.
Yeah. The idea that there was another
ATN.
team.
It's ATN. Okay, that's ATN.
Are you
Travis
sure?
ATN.
Somebody, when we said that earlier, somebody got on us and said, no, you guys are professionals. You owe it to the person to call him by the name he wants to be called.
Look, is that person serious? First of all, this guy's been called ATN since he was at Clemson, okay? They call his brother ATN. They have not corrected one person. It would have been very easy. Was he a popular college player?
Yes.
You're dang right he was. He was on TV like every weekend, okay?
It's the first rounder, right?
Played in the national championship game. He was unbelievable. Did he once say in college, hey, my name's not pronounced ATN? All of a sudden, he just says it the other day, and now I don't think he cares all that much.
Right.
So I'm going to call him ATN because there's another running back named Achan.
Right.
And I don't want to get him confused, so
And
that's
listen,
what I'm doing.
And to the texter, look, we want to have our conversation without having to stop every time and go, we're talking about the guy now that used to be in Jacksonville, not the guy in Miami. I don't want to have to do this. So for the purpose of our conversation, sorry, Travis Achan, we're calling you Travis Etienne. Go.
Right. And so I think, Mark hit the head on him. Because Klis said the Broncos, what did Klis say? We were in play for him for a little bit?
Yes.
But what'd you say, Mark? Last year, they weren't even sold on him the first game of the year.
Jacksonville was still trying to move him. They drafted Bashal Tootin to take his job.
So
Never gets old.
You're talking about a team that knows Etienne well and what he provides, and a playoff team, right? I mean, and then all of a sudden, so they're ready to move off of him. That's obvious.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, Marks knows that. So they let him go, and all of a sudden, there's a big void there for Jacksonville. I mean, they're a playoff team. My guess it was probably Jacksonville. Dobbins.
I put two teams down here before you spoke.
Uh-huh.
There's two teams I think that could have been in on him. One of them, Mike, what I write right there? Just
I gotta be able to see.
One of them was
Jacksonville.
The other one,
Seattle.
I like that. See,
was Seattle because Seattle is a two-back system, and then you look at it like, hey, we'll get Charbonnet back from the ACL. Then we go with Dobbins. That'd be a great 1-2 punch for us in Seattle, just like it was with Walker and Charbonnet. And we really like Charbonnet. He was getting more of the carries than Walker. This would be a really nice fit for us.
Yeah, so there you go.
And they looked at, maybe Jacksonville looked at it and said, he'd be a nice compliment with Tootin.
Yeah. So
Facial Tootin.
Look, I mean.
Thank you.
We are such children here. And I hope we never change. Go ahead.
Well, yeah. So, I mean, it's obvious. I mean, I was surprised when we heard that from Mike at first.
I was too.
That someone was in on, another team was in on Dobbins, and it forced the price up a little bit. And maybe the Broncos probably, I would assume they didn't want to have to make that decision so soon on Dobbins. I mean, last year they waited. There wasn't a market for it. Right. So whenever that was that they signed him, they were able to get him for a lot cheaper, and they were able to wait longer. So then all of a sudden you can let things play out. That was after the draft last year where they signed him?
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
So
I think it was like in June.
I mean, wouldn't you think in a best-case scenario the Broncos would have loved to wait till after the draft to see what it looked like before they re-signed Dobbins? But when another team gets involved, it kind of forces your hand early, and they decided to keep him.
Okay, so if all this is true and there was legitimate interest in J.K. Dobbins, does that change the narrative surrounding J.K. Dobbins and the idea that why'd they bring him back? All he is injury-prone. All he does is get hurt. Why didn't they go out and sign somebody else? Love J.K., but you just can't rely on him. The fact that there apparently was a market for him, and the Broncos brought him back quicker than anybody thought he would. Does that change at all your idea of having J.K. Dobbins back?
No, we have sat here forever and said J.K. Dobbins is a really good back. I mean, he was on Stokes' big board last year.
That's right. I wanted him last year.
Right. And so it doesn't change the fact that he's damn good. It's only that he's damn good for 8 games. That's why we wanted to upgrade the running back. It wasn't an upgrade from a talent perspective or this guy's so much better. It was an upgrade from a health perspective. We have more. There's more reliability with other guys like HN, ETN, like those guys have more. Tyler Algier. Those guys are going to answer the bell more often than not.
Yeah, I mean, that's just the biggest thing about Dobbins. And so, but you look at him pre-injury, I mean, he was the top 5 running back in the league. I mean, he was running the ball great.
Yeah.
So I think there's his value right there. Teams know he can produce if he can stay healthy. I was a little bit surprised that there was another team involved because that's a big deal, the injuries with him. That has stopped him from producing. I mean, he has never played a full season. He played 13 games in 2024 for the Chargers, and then he played 10 games last year for the Broncos. But the production's there if he can stay healthy. So you got to keep your fingers crossed, and I think the Broncos probably, in this situation, wanted to go with the known more than the unknowns, more than, go with the Dobbins over the Brian Robinson or guys like that, and because they know him. And obviously, I'll give him credit. And, we watch these guys during camp. That's the one time that we're out there a lot, and I watch these guys, and you watch the guys that, you just watch them, how they are with their teammates, the energy they bring, and how they compete and what they do. And, he stood out offensively.
Yes, he did.
And the energy that he brought to that offense. And sometimes you need those guys. It reminded me a little bit of my guy, Noshan Moreno. I mean, that's what Noshan would. He'd bring that energy, that passion, that compete to the football field every day. And defensively, it was Jonathan Cooper. He was that type of guy, that type of leader, that type of teammate. So, Dobbin, you know what you're getting from him. Locker room, all those other things. And production-wise, you just keep your fingers crossed health-wise.
Yeah, there were times we were watching inside, like inside run, run drill stuff, team run. And, man, Dobbins was not only bringing that energy, but then he was talking smack to the defense. I mean, he was the tone setter for that offense in that particular drill. And Stoke and I were watching that. This is right before, before Sean Payton called us over. And then I don't think Stoke saw anything after that. It was just he got bleary-eyed.
Sweating.
Yeah.
Sweating.
A lot of
more than I was. Like your time with Sean Payton walking around the field, it was more sweaty for you than me for an hour in the sauna yesterday.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah,
I'm not doing that this year.
No.
What do you mean you're not doing it?
I'm
if Sean calls you over.
No. I'm gonna avoid at all cost.
So if you see, like, if Stink is talking to Sean
and I wave you over,
hey Stoke. No. What he's saying is he'll take off.
You're not going to be able to wave. My plan would be like to keep a lot of separation,
right,
between you, because you're going to talk to Sean for sure.
Yeah, no question.
Right.
Keep Mark.
Well, I was talking to Sean when he goes, "Oh, I love Stoke." I go, "All right, Stoke, come," and then that's how
you called him over.
Well, Sean and I were talking. He goes, "I love Stoke. I want to talk to Stoke too."
Okay.
So I go, let's go get Stoke. And then it was like he saw the two of us walking up on him, and then it was no. There was no, from that point, there was no running, tucking tail and running.
No, you can't. That's what I'm saying. I got to have a better plan this year.
Awareness.
Yeah.
But now you weren't on the alert at that point.
Huh? No, I don't mind the conversation because obviously I've known Sean for a while.
Well, what are you afraid of?
I don't want to go on the football field and do the walk and talk.
Why not?
I don't know. It's not
You're a NFL player. That was your domain for
I
14
know.
years.
It's just I don't know, Mike. I don't know.
You don't feel you belong
Got
there?
issues. Got issues maybe. I don't know what it is. Yes, I don't. Yes, don't feel like. Yeah, right. You're kind of. That's
you
not
have like an imposter syndrome.
My thing anymore. It's like not on the football field, right?
Right.
I'm media, so I'm separate. So it's just like awkward. Just awkward.
Not for me.
No.
I was ready to get called to talk to the team.
Yeah.
I'm like, if you need me to say anything, I'm free right now.
I actually wrote something down
Yeah,
just in
it's
case, Sean.
Have you ever heard of the speech?
I'm ready.
Do
you like to win Super Bowls?
I just have this classic picture. This goes back a few years, and this is when the tents were on the opposite side of the field. Okay, if you could picture it, Stoke. And so if you're sitting on the hill watching Broncos practice, the tents the last few years we're all on the right side. We were all on the left side, and so but there was a limit as to how far we could go to where the ropes stopped us, right? And beyond the ropes was the side field where all the offensive linemen were working out, and
they're doing one-on-ones with the D-line.
Yeah, and Stink just
started wandering out there.
I mean, you want to talk about
started wondering.
He started wondering.
Yeah,
and like he owned the place, and he just walked past
stepped over the ropes,
and then he walked
because you
over.
couldn't see because they had some stuff in the way, some carts and everything. I wanted to see the one-on-one.
Yeah,
so walked right over,
and so he just walks right over, and he's just like basically standing right in the end zone. He's just got his hands. I could still see the picture in my mind. He's just sitting there, arms crossed, just looking. And then somebody had to walk up.
Did Bishop not come? Did Bishop come get you? Like, hey,
yeah. It was somebody
old timer beat it.
It was one of the other. But see, here's what happened. So I had been given carte blanche.
Carte blanche.
Yeah, carte blanche. By Kubiak, anywhere you need to go on the field, don't even work, like the ropes don't pertain to you. I was given
really?
How about that? Yes. Well, that got revoked by somebody.
You won a Super Bowl with him, right?
No. Oh yeah.
With Gary.
Not when he was the head coach, but for two of them, obviously.
So he was a part of both those teams.
Oh, yeah.
Okay.
Yeah,
all
yeah.
right. All right.
So then
that's your guy,
right? And then all of a sudden, my access got revoked by somebody.
Okay. Well. Oh. Wait. So after Kubiak. Oh.
Well, you know who was in charge then?
Oh. 7.
So
wow!
I could just see.
Is that when the beef started?
I could just see 7 up there on the
right. Is that when the beef started?
Up top on his deck,
on a walkie-talkie, telling the security guy.
What the heck
get
is
that guy off the field?
What the heck is Schlereth doing on my field?
Yes. What was that
You
before?
make
Is that
intelligent observation?
Pre-apology or post-apology?
That's
Mark?
free.
Okay. All right.
Now, by the way, then the other thing was I was making fun of something on the radio.
Oh yeah,
about,
the next day,
about how I'll go on the
do
like,
it.
Right.
I've heard this one.
This one's
And then I got called to the principal's office by one of the security guards out of the main media room into the
right after the show.
Right. Is there going to be a problem? And I was like, excuse me? Is there going to be a problem? I go, I don't know what you're talking about. Come out here. So then I had to follow him out.
Wow.
Got a stern talking to. No, yeah. Beef.
You've had some. You're a little bit. He's a little bit of a troublemaker. Caused some issues.
I mean, that's the pot calling kettle black right there. Troublemaker over there.
I'm staying in my lane today.
Yeah.
What happened to your fingers? You have Band-Aids that are too small that look like they're SpongeBob Band-Aids. You got 2 of them.
Yes, they do look like SpongeBob.
No. These are Mickey Mouse.
Cody?
Mickey Mouse Band-Aids?
Mickey Mouse Band-Aids. No, not Cody. So this weekend, I told you, I got underneath my daughter's sink, and I installed a water filter. Installed a water filter. And so it's a big, it was a big project. So you get this filtered water out of your sink, right? And goes through 3 stages. And so there's all kinds of equipment. And I had to put it all together. And I'm hand screwing something on before I tighten it up. And I hit the threads of the new, and they were like razor sharp.
Right.
So I cut both my finger and my thumb.
Okay.
I was tightening down the threads before I got the wrench on it. I'm upper body wise. I'm built like, who's the guy from the American Dad or whatever?
Oh yeah, you're like Stan.
Yeah, Stan. Huge upper body, spindly little legs, hanging out from
You are
underneath the
American
cabinet.
Dad, yes.
Yeah. And so I was all cramped up in there, so I wanted to hand tighten it before I put a pair of pliers to it, to tighten it down the rest of the way, and caught it on the threads and just cut both my fingers. And that all we have at my house now because of the grandkids is Mickey Mouse Band.
That is so funny. I hadn't thought about that, but I bet there are a lot of now older parents. Maybe you can recall this as well, Stoke, where you can remember that for a time you were using up the leftover kids' bandages that were all over the place. Because I had the same thing for a while. There would be like I was wearing like Spider-Man.
Yeah.
Hello Kitty.
Yes.
Band-Aids,
whatever
was in there because we had boxes of them from when the kids were young, and so I was like,
and the kids anytime,
SpongeBob,
I mean, they can bump into something and need. Can you give me a Band-Aid?
Yeah.
Like that's gonna make it feel better.
Because I saw that, I was like, that brings back memories.
That's what I got going on right now.
Why not?
Yeah.
All right. So that was funny. That was a funny time because the next morning it's like, I think I'm just gonna walk out to midfield and just join the huddle.
Yeah.
And that's led to the guy go, we're gonna have a problem.
We're gonna have a problem. Yeah, it was high alert for me. And then, like a day later, then you got in trouble.
Well,
with
I was in
parking.
trouble with the parking because I didn't like the parking situation.
And Mike called
So
him
what
out.
happened?
So I called out the parking guys on air.
Oh, on air.
And so the same day that
This is great.
while he was getting talked to about his presence on the field, I was being talked to. Are we going to have a problem with you in parking?
Oh,
so
wow.
We were like
it was
troublemakers.
Yeah, it
We
was.
were the
This
two
is
of
where
us-
y'all need me
this
to
was-
like be the mediator.
Mm-hmm.
Mediator?
Yes, that's me.
You just came out and said you want nothing to do with Sean Payton. You're going to go hide from him.
Yes.
So you're not exactly like.
No, I just don't
guy.
want to be. No, I'd be the calming voice of y'all.
Olive
when
branch.
when y'all
Stokely's
get
like
kind
an
of out of
olive
control,
branch.
be like, nah, come on, listen, we're not going out to midfield. Mark and Evans, just park wherever the hell they tell you to park.
Yeah.
That's what I would have told you. Okay, so there you go.
He'd been like Mims's agent. Hey,
Yes.
just keep doing your thing. You're like, you're valuable.
See, you see what I would tell Marvin Mims?
Yeah.
What I tell Marvin Mims, hey, guess what? It's okay. It's a long season. This is your best opportunity right here. The Broncos are your best opportunity moving forward to get that big contract.
Mm-hmm.
All right? Because you go to another team, and all of a sudden it's a new situation. They don't know how to use you.
Yeah.
It's a bad offense. You don't perform well. You don't have the year. Now you're not going to get paid.
You know what? I bet you Mike did the homework assignment I gave him earlier in the show about, the comp and go ahead and get that guy's contract, how many big contracts he's signed. So what would the numbers come back on Curtis Samuel?
Oh, was that I thought that was my homework assignment after the show.
You just during one of the breaks. It only takes I'll do it, Mark, for next segment.
All right.
No, let me do it. No, I want to.
Can you do it?
I can come through.
Curtis Samuel contract.
Okay.
That's all you have to do.
See
is
how many
Google it.
times?
It pops up quickly.
Boom. By
You
the way,
don't need to wait till after the show.
props to you, Stoke, for being here today.
Oh, what's today? I'm trying to make sure it's not anniversary.
Something bigger than your anniversary.
March.
Whoa. March 24th.
March 24th.
No playoffs, no gift.
Peyton's birthday?
Peyton's birthday.
Oh, it's my grandfather's birthday. Too.
Happy 50th.
What the heck?
50th birthday.
It's Peyton's
It
birthday?
is.
Peyton Manning.
It
Yeah.
is.
And there was much rejoicing.
I already sent him a text earlier today.
I gotta hurry up.
You better
Dang
get.
it.
Right.
He beat
It's
you
supposed
to it.
Why didn't it
He
pop
beat
up?
you to it.
Yeah.
Why didn't it pop up on my
This is
phone?
how he
Oh,
gets
it's not
back.
yet. Oh,
This is
okay.
how he gets into the box now ahead of you and gets 2 pictures up there.
Oh.
Right.
I'm just saying. Be
And
careful,
then-
Stoke. Be
Yeah.
careful. Be careful. Happy birthday to Peyton Manning. 50.
Wow.
50 years old. Man, how does that make people feel? That Peyton Manning turning 50 today.
Whippersnapper.
Up next. Hey, any concern or should there be any concern of what the betting experts are saying about the Broncos for next season? That's next.
With J.K. Dobbins and R.J. Harvey back in the Broncos running back room, what will that mean for their plans in the upcoming draft?
I don't think they're going to draft a running back in the second round. There's no chance.
No.
No chance. I mean,
No.
they drafted one last year in the second round.
I know.
And they love Harvey. George Payton, they love Harvey.
Pet kitty.
Right.
Pet cat.
Yeah.
So, maybe they draft 4th round because he got 2 4th-round picks.
Denver Sports 104.3. The Fan.
Well, life can be a grind as it is, and one thing you should be able to enjoy is a good sex life. Your bracket may be busted, but your stuff doesn't need to be. Rocky Mountain Men's Clinic can't help your bracket, but they can help your erectile dysfunction. Just like they've helped and successfully treated thousands of men over the last decade. Key, guys, is to not put it off any longer. Studies done by Rocky Mountain Men's Clinic show men, on average, will wait a year or more before doing something for their ED. It's important to know, ED is a medical condition, and like most medical conditions, can be treated. They will customize your treatment plan for your kind of ED, plus, based on what your sexual goals are moving forward, yeah, you have a say in how often you want to have sex and even how long you want it to last. It's time to admit those herbals, pills, and other potions aren't cutting it. Schedule a consult, just $99, includes a medical consult with a Colorado licensed medical provider, a TNPSA test, and if medically advised, a test dose. And if that test dose does not work in the office, your visit is free. 5 locations around Denver to better serve you, including Colorado Springs and Fort Collins. Call 720-440-7900 and at RockyMountainMen'sClinic.com.
What in the world is going on?
You didn't hear? You can get iPhone 16e at Cricket Wireless for $0 when you switch.
iPhone 16e for $0.
No way. Yeah, and it has Apple Intelligence so you can clean up your photos.
Clean up your photos. Okay, but what's the hurry? The offer ends soon.
What they say. good!
Switch to Cricket and get iPhone 16e for $0 with no activation fee. Smile, you're on Cricket.
Requires new line and port in on the $60 Supreme Unlimited plan. First month service charge and tax to its sale. Terms and restrictions apply. See store for details.
When your check engine light comes on, do you see a repair bill or do you see peace of mind? For 20 years, CarShield's been the name America trusts to help keep you on the road. While other companies stop covering you when your car gets older, CarShield offers protection plans up to 200,000 miles. With over $1 billion in claims paid, we don't just promise protection, we deliver it. Don't let a breakdown break your budget. Get the flexible month-to-month coverage you deserve. Go to carshield.com. That's carshield.com today.
What's going on, guys? Philip Lindsay here. Are you facing an unexpected out-of-pocket expense for your new roof? In 2024 and 2025, 37% of insurance storm claims have gone unpaid. Before you commit a costly full replacement, you need to give Roof Restore Denver a call today. Their roof repair and shingle rejuvenation process can save you up to 80% compared to replacing your roof. They're going to restore the essential oils in your asphalt shingles, extend their lifespan, improve durability, and even enhance curb appeal. Plus, every service includes a 5-year transferable warranty. So give Roof Restore Denver a call today at 720-749-9777 or visit roofrestoredenver.com. Again, that's roofrestoredenver.com.
Jacob's Law and 303 Law 4040. I want to tell you about one of the cases I'm most proud of. And it's not because the number is eye-popping, although it is. It's because the clients trusted us to get them justice, and we delivered for them. Our clients were a wonderful couple, weren't looking to get rich. In fact, they kept saying, Dan, we're not looking to set any records here. But they were seriously injured, and despite promising to take care of them, when it came time to do the right thing, the insurance companies played hardball. We set it for trial and wound up getting $8.5 million. Plus, my lovely wife, Kimberly, was able to get all of their medical bills wiped out, putting hundreds of thousands of extra dollars in the clients' pockets. We were proud to help because our clients were good-hearted people who deserved justice. We hope you never need us, but if you do, we are here to help at 303 Law 4040, where you always get to meet directly with me and my lovely wife, Kimberly. Save that number in your phone. You never know when you're going to need it. That's 303 Law 4040.
Hi, I'm Terrell Davis, two-time world champion and Pro Football Hall of Famer. There is nothing more important than your help.
Score big. Save up to 50% off on select premium equipment. Visit one of Fitness Gallery's 7 convenient locations from Colorado Springs to Fort Collins.
Is your money doing everything it can for you? Like automatically pushing more of your money to savings every day?
I don't think so.
Then switch to Huntington Bank. And let's get more from money. Huntington Bank. Welcome. Eligibility requirements apply. Some features may require enrollment.
Unbreakable courage.
Stoke didn't have the heart, the guts to tell his wife, so he asked us to tell her.
Plumbing problems.
Just leave it a quick note. Hey, John, sorry, plugged your toilet. Love stink.
And questionable ethics.
I should have known those were Mark's talking points and not yours. You're regurgitating Mark's talking points. That's what you did. And you didn't do it very well.
It's Stokley and Evans with Mark Schlereth on
Of voices will be joining us coming up at 8:45 as he's going to be performing at the Comedy Works South, Comedy Works South,
Just
coming
right
up
down the street
next month. Yeah.
Oh, that's in the Landmark?
Yeah.
That one?
Yeah.
Yeah, cool.
Great.
I've been there once.
Maybe we can put together a show night out. Maybe we can get Johnny to come out.
No. Johnny is
not during the week. Remember, he won't leave his house during the week. He's
statistically impossible.
Sleepy Johnny.
10% chance.
See?
But I'd go to Frank Caliendo.
Oh, so now you go.
You know it's going to be late, though.
So wait a minute.
That's the thing. Frank's going to be late.
You're going to go see Frank Caliendo, but you won't go see one of our own, Richie Carney, in his final night here in Denver before he leaves?
Does April 17th and 18th not fall on a Monday? Yeah, April 17th on a Sunday. Perfect.
Well, don't you have to wake up on Monday?
Yeah.
Yeah, Monday's going to suck.
Oh.
Mondays always suck. I usually don't get a lot of sleep on Mondays anyway.
April 17th and 18th, actually, I think is a Friday and Saturday, dude.
Well, that's even better for him.
Yeah, we go Friday night or Saturday night.
Perfect.
All right. We can get Johnny out after dark. See what happens.
My gosh.
I don't know.
Couple pops in Johnny. Next
he-
thing you know, he's up on stage trying to fight Frank.
The guy is drunk.
Right? Right?
Great, just fisticuffs.
Just comes up there.
Amped up on all that coke.
All right, so you got me wondering now about you, Johnny. Like, what are you, like a gremlin that gets water poured on it and then everything changes?
Yeah.
I mean, I don't know what happens. All right, so this is not the first time I've seen this. The idea that the so-called experts, the wise guys, the betting experts, aren't really bullish on the Broncos for next season. The over-under for wins for them next year, what do you think it is?
9.5.
9.5 is correct. We've already mentioned that when it comes to the odds to win the AFC West, they're third behind the Chargers and Chiefs.
Mm-hmm.
I'm looking at ESPN.com, and Joe Fortenbaugh, who we've seen a lot over the first couple of days of the NCAA tournament, actually had a pretty good start to the NCAA tournament with some of his recommendations. He says take the under on the Broncos 9.5, and he writes, a 14-3 record culminating in a trip to the AFC Championship game would normally be cause for bullish estimates in the build-up to the ensuing campaign. But color me skeptical when it comes to Denver's 2026 outlook due to a series of red flags. For starters, Sean Payton's crew finished the regular season with an 11-2 record in one-score games. If there's anything we learned from the 2025 Kansas City Chiefs, it's that one-score performance regression can be a real pain in the cheeks. Additionally, the Broncos were the 8th healthiest team in the NFL last season. Good luck maintaining that pace. And this is what's going to really bug you, Broncos country, and boast a quarterback who at best could be considered average, in my opinion, tied for 14th in QBR. Denver will be more than competent, but I don't see double-digit wins.
All right, they got a tough schedule. And, he does, make a valid point there. And we've talked about it, the one-score games, those close games that you win one year. It's hard to duplicate that the next year. He said the Vikings did the same thing 2 years ago. They couldn't back it up last year. So makes a lot of sense there. I understand it. I like this group, though. I like this defense still. And I like the addition of Waddle. I think it's going to help his offense out a lot. And he's right about them staying healthy also, Mark. But they've been a healthy team since, Greg Penner, and Sean Payton kind of walked in this door. And they put the plan together of bringing Bo Lowry, making it a priority. So they put a lot of resources into it. They have a good model, apparently, with what they're doing, because they've been consistently healthy over the last 3 years, not just 1 year. So now sometimes you get unlucky. I mean, that's football. You're going to have injuries,
Right.
but all the little things that they can do, try to get an edge to stay healthy. Obviously, it's working for the Denver Broncos.
Sean Payton's a believer. I've talked to Sean Payton about this. He's a believer. Goes back to New Orleans. Like he has been able, through the way they operate. You talked about Lowry. They have been able to be a healthy football team for the most part. And this is a historic. Like you look at him, historically he's been able to do that. So that's a big thing. Part of this, though, to me, was the last. Like save my kicker for last, the Bo Nix thing. Because you know how this is. When you make a prediction, then you have a vested interest in that prediction coming true. And I think there are a lot of people out there that weren't on the Bo Nix bandwagon.
Bingo.
That had the Bo Nix, he's a second rounder. What are the Broncos doing? They got the worst quarterback in this draft. There's no question. Yada, 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 yada. And so you're waiting for that prediction to become self-fulfilling. You're waiting for that to happen. Not going to happen. And you know what? Ultimately, you look at you look at how he's progressed, and then you look at the way Bo Nix played toward the end of the season, especially out-dueling Josh Allen in that playoff game. That's an inconvenient truth for a lot of Bo Nix
great point.
haters. And so Bo Nix he's not going to regress. He is not, and you can throw QBR and whatever the hell that means out the window. He is not going to, he's going to get better. And to Stokes' point, now all of a sudden he's got a legit, big-time, stretch-the-field weapon who does all the underneath stuff as well. Like, this offense is going to theoretically be better.
So here's where I will give, in this case, Fortenbaugh, a little bit of agreement. If the Broncos find themselves having to play 13 one-score games again next season, that is not a good recipe to getting back to where they were last year, because the odds of being able to go 11-2 in one-score games again, it's true. It's unlikely to happen. Here's what I'm counting on. Your defense is still going to be your defense, and with your quarterback being a year more advanced, a lot of the people around him being another year older, I just expect this offense to make a jump. And now you start looking at some of the one-score games that they played last year, that there's no reason to play that kind of one-score game this year. You shouldn't play a one-score game against the Tennessee. You shouldn't play 2 one-score games against the Raiders. You shouldn't play a one-score game against the Jets. You shouldn't play a one-score game against the Giants. My point being is that because
but that's the NFL. You're going to play. You're going to play in a lot of one-score games.
But I don't think that this team should have to play 13 one-score games.
That's a lot. But you're going to play in a lot of them.
I know, but let's say
you're going to play 8 or 9 one-score games.
Well, but 8 compared to 13 is a big difference. And now all of a sudden you're being put in a position where you don't have to go 11-2 in one-score games. Hey, all you have to really do is go. If you're saying 8. Go 5-3, and then take care of business and hammer away on the people you should hammer away on.
Sure.
Don't let those become one-score games. And guess what? You look up at the end of the day, you're 12-5, and you're right there again.
Well, I don't believe in the Chargers or the Chiefs really, right now. You know, I last year I was until the Chiefs show us that they're not the Chiefs. They've been to the Super Bowl 3 times in a row. Then then I'll believe it. But until then, I won't. And they showed me last year. They took a big step backwards. And now, how much do I believe in them moving forward? I'm not ready to completely bury them. And then last year, after 3 weeks, I crowned the Chargers winning the division. I said it's a wrap.
Yeah.
And what do? They do what the Chargers do. I don't care if Harbaugh's the coach or Brandon Staley's the coach or whoever. It doesn't matter. They're going to screw it up. So I really like this Broncos team. It's going to be tough. You gotta win those close ones. You gotta the margins gotta be good for you when it comes to injuries and things like that. But Broncos are third in the division.
To your Chiefs point, right? How have they won up until last year when they didn't? How have they won? They had won the last couple of years based on their defense. They got rid of McDuffie, is one of the best corners in football, and they lost both their starting corners. And Chris Jones is getting older.
Kelsey's older. Mahomes is coming off an ACL, by the way. We don't even talk about that.
Right. All of a sudden, how are we rating the Chiefs so freaking high?
Yeah.
Is that how you say
I'm
it?
actually going to go with the Chargers.
Oh,
huh?
What? That was Mark.
File this away, by the way.
How'd they won? How'd they win?
Huh?
No, really.
What did I say?
File this away. Make a note, because coming up at 9 o'clock, signs that the Chiefs are starting to panic. That the Chiefs are starting to panic. Coming up at 9 o'clock. But up next, the many voices of funny man Frank Caliendo. He joins us next.
Your bracket's busted, destroyed. It's embarrassing. But hey, we've all been there. The good news? DenverSports is throwing you a lifeline. It's the Second Chance Bracket presented by Waterloo Turf and Xfinity. Your shot at redemption and $1,000. Dust yourself off. Head to DenverSports.com/bracket and prove your first bracket was just a warm-up. Entries close before tip-off Thursday, March 26th. That's DenverSports.com/bracket. Denver Sports 104.3. The Fan.
Well, there are all kinds of anxiety and uncertainty when it comes to tax problems, and with April 15th looming, that anxiety is only going to grow. Take away the worry and the unknown by gaining Advanced Tax Solutions on your side. They have over 50 years of experience as a professional IRS solution and tax debt relief company here in Denver. And that's important. Being a local company, Advanced Tax Solutions knows all the Colorado tax laws and special exemptions and red flags that a 1-800-NATIONAL outfit just can't match. Todd Whalen's the founder of Advanced Tax Solutions. For 30 years, he has been expertly and passionately defending and working for his clients. I've talked to many of them. Legendary stories of resolutions with the IRS, saving thousands and thousands of dollars, some of them well into six figures. If you're facing tax levies, tax debt, back taxes, or any other type of tax problem and the IRS is breathing down your neck, I urge you to call Advanced Tax Solutions today, 303-753-6040, and at advancedtaxsolutions.com.
Save $10 on a pair of Rain-X Latitude wiper blades at O'Reilly Auto Parts. Our professional parts people will even install them for free.
O'Reilly Auto Parts.
This is TV's Dr. Travis Stork for Eggland's Best Eggs. Eggs are a staple in our diets, and there's only one egg with more delicious farm fresh taste, plus superior nutrition. Eggland's Best. With more vitamins, including 6 times more vitamin D and 10 times more vitamin E, plus 25% less saturated fat than ordinary eggs. Available in so many delicious varieties. Classic, cage-free, organic, free-range, and pasture-raised. Eggland's Best. Better taste, better nutrition, better eggs.
Ready to free your team from time-consuming office tasks? Amazon Business empowers leaders with smart business buying tools, leaving time to focus on strategy and growth. Free up your teams and focus on your future at AmazonBusiness.com.
Imagine a world where you can leave the house and take your Wi-Fi speeds with you. Thanks to Xfinity Mobile, it's not just a fantasy. Just picture it. You're at your kid's soccer game streaming the other game in 4K. Just like that, in the airport, download a cozy family comedy in a snap with Wi-Fi Power Boost. What if the places you had to be felt more like the places where you wanted to be? That's the magic of Xfinity Mobile. Reliable Wi-Fi and 5G when you need it. Xfinity, imagine that. Cut your mobile bill in half with 2 lines of unlimited. Visit XfinityMobile.com to learn more. Restrictions apply. Xfinity Internet required. Savings based on promotional rate for 2 lines of Xfinity Mobile Unlimited versus regular rates of 2 lines of T-Mobile Experience More, Verizon Unlimited Plus, and AT&T Starter as of 2/10/26. Taxes, fees, extra after promotion. Regular rates apply.
I'm Rob Wilhite of the Wilhite Law Firm. A lot of new firms aren't even from Colorado, but we are. For 47 years, we've known Colorado law, we've fought for our neighbors, and we won for our community. If you've been injured, call 303-GOOD-LAW.
Brendan Stokley from my friends at Roller Auction, leader in Colorado auctions for over 40 years. They conduct over 150 auctions every year, selling tens of thousands of items at the price you set. Auctions are held regularly for Colorado government agencies, and they always have big-ticket items at great prices. That's why I love Roller Auction. And almost all bidding is conducted online in real time, and it's open to the public. Anyone can participate. Check back regularly. New auctions are added weekly. Be the first to know about new auctions available for bidding when you sign up for email notifications. Go to rollerauction.com/thefan.
You can't always predict what's next, but you can be ready for it in a BMW SUV. The performance-driven X1 comes built for every journey, while the X3's sporty design and innovative technology keep your drive connected. The X5 blends performance with a commanding presence, or make it even bigger with 3 rows of luxurious seating in the X7. For every road, there's an X built to drive it. BMW, the ultimate driving machine.
Gebhardt BMW, your trusted family dealer since 1975.
Didn't meet your goals in January? At Low T Center, we're extending our free testosterone test. No risks, no commitments, just answers. Low T Center also works with most insurance plans and continues to be the most trusted name in TRT. Book an appointment today at lowtcenter.com. That's lowtcenter.com.
When the Nuggets are knocking down threes, you score too. If Denver hits 15 or more three-pointers, you score a free 28-ounce Gatorade Lower Sugar the very next day at your friendly King Soopers. Gatorade Lower Sugar is scientifically formulated with Gatorade's #1 proven electrolyte blend and has 75% less sugar than Gatorade Thirst Quencher and no artificial flavors, sweeteners, or colors. Big shots deserve next-level hydration. Only at King Soopers.
Names that rhyme, takes that hit different. Shapiro and Piro. is Happy Hour Sports Talk built for the modern fan. Local stories, hidden gems, and the mustache monologues you never knew you needed. Weekdays at 3 p.m. on the Denver Sports 1043 The Fan YouTube channel. Subscribe now at Denver Sports 1043 and get in on the action. Denver Sports 1043 The Fan.
Any way you want it, it's the way you need it. Any way you want it.
Self-appointed nicknames.
Obviously, I am the hockey guy at this station.
Grammar lessons.
High five, Flamma Jamma.
And Oscar-worthy impressions.
My version was, get off my plane.
Okay.
Yours was, get off my plane.
It's Stokley and Evans with Mark Schlereth on Denver Sports 1043 The Fan.
See, I'm glad we just played that rejoin, with our impressions there, because game recognizes game.
Yeah.
And I'm sure that our next guest took one listen to those two impressions and was like, well done.
Mm-hmm.
Well done.
Yes.
I mean, that's Harrison Ford right there. Frank Caliendo and the many voices of Frank Caliendo will be at Comedy Works South, April 17th and 18th. Go to frankonstage.com to get your tickets. We always make it a point to get Frank on as he's getting ready to come back to Denver, and he joins us now. Good morning, Frank.
Yeah, guys, that was elite. I mean, you guys were really, you were showing some tremendous stuff. In the words of John Gruden, I'll tell you what, man, I've never seen such an elite participation as what I just saw right there, man. Hey, Schlereth, I saw you with Gruden at the FFCA, man. Were you making the faces while talking to Johnny, man?
Yeah, you know what I was, Frank. And by the way, the crazy thing about John is, John speaks that's how he, it's not an act. That's how he speaks when you just, you roll in there at 7 o'clock to get a cup of coffee, watch some film with John, and he speaks exactly like that. It is not for television. That's the way John Gruden speaks.
Mark, how many Super Bowl rings do you have, man? You got 9 Super Bowl. Who's got more Super Bowl rings, you or Tom Brady? Johnny or Tommy, man? I know you're not getting all the accolades. Is that what the word is? Accolades? I think I put an L in there the first time, man. There's no L in accolades. It's accolades, not alkaloids. Alkaline. You ever get one of those alkaline batteries? You can test it, man. I'll tell you what, that's a pretty tremendous thing right there. But I love the fact that you guys here. I'm going to go with me for a second. I forgot who I was. I listened to you guys in the last segment was tremendous, so to speak, as John Gruden would say, because you have hope for your football team to reach the Super Bowl. I live in Arizona, and as you guys know, not the most hope-filled place as far as NFL football goes. Although I grew up in Wisconsin, still a Green Bay Packer fan, but I do like would like my city to get somewhere, get some be playoff bound at least.
Yeah, I mean, I would always wonder about, and I loved it when John Gruden did, a Monday night game, and I was playing. We'd all whisper John Madden. We'd be like, "Oh, Madden's here," and you get excited. What would Madden have to say about the Arizona Cardinals?
Yeah, I mean, you look at all the changes they're making. They changed the coach, they changed the quarterback, and they got a quarterback over 5'2" now. So when you have a quarterback who can see beyond the line, that's a pretty good chance of completing a pass. But I mean, they say Kyler Murray, he'd get in the passing lanes and he'd throw inside, get to a passing lane, run to a passing. But Kyler Murray stopped running. If Kyler Murray stops running, he can't see. That's like a marathon runner who doesn't take a drink. I mean, you ever see how they take the drinks while they're running along? I mean, Kyler Murray's not getting a chance to finish race because he's going to be physically dehydrated.
Frank Caliendo joining us. This is one of our favorite times of the year, and I'm sure it's one of your favorite times of the year because it's time for Mel Kiper to come out and be center stage.
Yeah, talk about tremendous situation. Look at what do the Broncos need and who are they going to draft. That's what we're talking about every NFL team. And I don't pick who they're going to pick. I pick who I believe they need. What are you going to fill needs? And a lot of times these other draft people in the draft who are doing what I've been doing for the last 250 years, actually started in a previous civilization with a 3-ring binder in my basement, taking a look at a lot of different things and trying to figure out the concepts of who's going to do what. They always run a 40-yard dash. What's a 40-yard dash going to do when you get in pads and you're on the field? That's a different thing. Football speed different than sprinter speed. Otherwise, we'd see a lot of the Olympic sprinters in the NFL. You don't see that type of thing going on, and that's the difference in the NFL. And I just realized that Kuiper the other day would have been great as an English teacher, just giving explanations. Talk about tremendous situation. You look at I before E, except after C, or what sounded as A as in neighbor or way. At the end of the day, there's 3 different kinds of errors: T-H-E-R-E, T-H-E-I-R, and T-H-E-Y apostrophe Y-R-E. I was texting with Mark Schlereth before, which is probably true in realistic because Mel doesn't text. But at the end of the day, T-H-E-R has the word here in it, and that's there in the placement. T-H-E-Y-R-E is a contraction, they are, and T-H-E-I-R, that's showing ownership there, and there.
Frank, who is your favorite impersonation to do? Do you have a favorite? Do you have a top 2 or 3 that you just love to do?
I like them when they're newest, when they're new, the newest ones, when they're new and ready. So there's a difference between an impression that's not that good, that takes me a while to get into. The best, my favorite ones are probably like a Robert Downey Jr., which is basically just burping the second half of sentences, that type of thing. Or, people all love the Morgan Freeman, and that's when they realized we had no idea what he was talking about. The weird ones that nobody had ever done before I tried, the Adam Schefters. According to my sources, at this particular time, people have to realize I got my start in Denver talking to executives around the league and different situations that were accumulating behind me on my 8 other cell phones. When I started doing the job, I was on the cranking type of phone, the phone that they would use in Andy Griffith, and nobody had information available right away. That's the Schefter slowdown. I'm trying to figure out what my next topic is going to be.
Hey, I couldn't help but notice watching Charles Barkley this past weekend. Has Charles been losing some weight? He looks a little skinnier.
Yeah, it's a fat shot, man. The fat shot is what does it all. People say you're cheating. I'm not cheating, man. This is not cheating. This is science. It's backed by science. We're becoming tiny little people. Hey, did you watch the game where he did the first 4 game with Dick Vitale?
Yes. And
I thought it was fun. It was great for like 20 minutes, but they were doing 2 hours. It was like almost watching 2 Bill Waltons. How great is this? Enjoying ourselves, wondering what we're doing. This is the day we are realizing where the Earth is in its orbit. This is the time. But Barkley, you could tell, really hadn't done any research on the game as per usual. And the whole game was just, listen, the transfer portal, I understand these guys want to get to a different place, but the transfer portal in NIL is destroying the game. And then Dickie V, like, he's a real diaper dandy, oh my. Right, but the transfer portal is killing us, guys. These guys play for half a year. They're looking for more money. And listen, I was a player who wanted to make money. Everybody wants to make money, but it's not, you can't change teams in the middle of the year. That's like a Dwight Howard type of thing. That's a crazy situation. You guys wouldn't understand that out in Denver. You got Jokic going to play for 30 years while he's not riding horses. If Jokic, and I don't even know his first name. I don't know, is that his first name or his last name? I'm not really sure because I only watch like 4 games a year. But Jokic, is his first name Vladimir? Is it Vladimir Jokic? Vladimir Jokic. It doesn't jump. It doesn't look like a great player, but his anticipation. It's like when if you had a college team go and play
eighth graders. He's that much ahead. That's what it does. Vladimir Jokic is probably the best player since Larry Bird not to leave the ground.
All right, where can we find you, and when will you be in town?
I'm going to be in town the weekend before the draft. So the draft, I believe, is the last weekend in April. I think I'm at Comedy Works South. Is that Greenwood Village? Is that where that is?
Yes.
I'm in comedy, right up by you, Mark, right?
Yeah.
Greenwood Village, Comedy Works South, April 17th and 18th. And 2 shows each night. And I have to say, I mean, the last time I was in town, it sold out in advance, and it was after I came on with you guys, it just blew up a couple times. I mean, I remember I came in after a show and sold out, and we had put another show on sale, and the next one show sold out. So if it's not sold out in a few days, I'm calling you back again.
Yeah, well, here it is. Go to and let the deluge begin. FrankOnStage.com. FrankOnStage.com to get your tickets. And yes, if prior shows are an indication they're going to go quickly. Frank, you're the best. We'll see you here soon. Thank you.
Thanks, Frank.
Great job by you. Better job by me. Whack me. I am out.
There he goes, Frank Caliendo. All right. What Mike Klis had to say about the Broncos running back free agent strategy. This one's interesting. You'll want to hear this next.
Are there clues within the Broncos organization that the hierarchy has shifted away from Sean Payton being at the front of all the decisions?
I think there's a couple pieces of evidence that point to why that would be the case, if that is the case, because once again, I'm just gathering clues.
Denver Sports 104.3. The Fan.
Low testosterone can be a real problem for many men. It causes poor sleep patterns, decreased energy, low sex drive, and it makes it really hard to stay in shape. And as we all know, a healthy body is very important to our overall health and well-being. This is Jeff for the Rocky Mountain Men's Clinic, and if some or all of these symptoms sound like you, we can likely help you be done with low T. We can also help you lose weight, support your metabolism, improve your gains in the gym, and more with our new targeted body composition plans featuring GH peptides, NAD+, GLP-1s, PDA, and more. Our low T protocols, applied in conjunction with our body composition plans, will help most men see real improvements, true weight loss, higher energy, improved sleep, stronger workouts, and a renewed sex drive as well. Your initial visit is just $99 and includes blood work and a medical consult. And if you start on treatment the same day, your visit is free. Call 720-440-7900 or go to RockyMountainMen'sClinic.com.
Featured therapies are compounded and have not been evaluated nor approved by the FDA. Provider prescription required. See website for details.
Progressive knows you want to get away, but not like too away. You crave the unknown, but also charcuterie boards with 4 types of cheese. And that's exactly why you bought an RV and bundled it with Progressive, because 24/7 protection is one luxury you'll never have to give up. So go ahead, explore the wilderness, all from the comfort of your zero-gravity camp chair. Switch to Progressive and protect your RV, boat, or motorcycle by bundling with your home or auto insurance. Progressive Casualty Insurance Company, affiliates, and third-party insurers. Not available in all states or situations.
Jackson Hewitt has a great tax prep deal, $149 or less. Missing out is like ignoring the check engine light in your car. You'll regret it. Seriously, the price is only $149 or less, no matter how complicated. So don't wait. Like when you get a password expires today alert, or you're shopping online and there's only one item left. It's like your taxes are in the cart. Just complete the purchase. Hurry! This deal for $149 or less is like your phone at 1%. It's about to power down. Limited time offer for new clients on federal returns. Participating locations only. Terms at jacksonhewitt.com/149.
Dynasties are rare. They take consistency, integrity, and a commitment that spans generations. Silterhar Motors has been Colorado's most trusted dealership for 66 years. That's not luck, that's a dynasty. Built on doing business the right way, treating customers like neighbors. While the madness unfolds on the court, Truck Month is happening. Get 0% financing for 72 months, 0 down, and you won't make a payment for 90 days on select F-150s. Plus, get up to $6,000 cash back on popular Ford Explorer and Broncos. See their full inventory at sthmotors.com. Silterhar Motors. Get everything you want out of a dealership.
High five! Up top!
Dave's company just got the 5-year price lock guarantee from Comcast Business. Yeah! It's 5 years of gig speed internet, advanced security, and a great rate that won't change. All from the company with 99.9% network reliability.
Heck yeah!
He hasn't given this many high fives since Deborah brought in her famous banana bread.
Yes!
The Comcast Business 5-year price lock guarantee. Powering 5 years of savings, powering possibilities.
And it's hurting, but I am not stopping.
For a limited time, now through March 29th, switch to Comcast Business to lock in your rate for 5 years and get a $500 prepaid card on a qualifying gig bundle. Or ask how to get started with 150 megabit internet and Security Edge for $59.99 a month for 12 months with a 2-year agreement. Don't wait. Call today. Restrictions apply. New customers only. 1-year contract required for guaranteed rate. Paperless billing and automatic payments with bank account required. 5-year pricing applies to monthly service charge, excluding taxes and fees.
Spring weather is unpredictable. You never know which way you'll be adjusting your thermostat unless you have the right windows. And that's why with WindowNation.com, you can count on your home being comfortable regardless of the weather. Their windows are customizable and energy efficient. Expert installers take just 1 day, and Window Nation products are backed by a lifetime warranty. There's no better time to upgrade with Window Nation. In March, the more you buy, the more you could save. Up to 50% off all window styles. Visit WindowNation.com for your free consultation today.
Questions about youth or high school sports? Positive Coaching Alliance can help. PCA, a national nonprofit organization, develops better athletes and better people through youth and high school sports. Info at positivecoach.org.
What is happening? Stoke here from my friends at Trajan Wealth. What's up, fellas? We've all had that one teammate at one point or another who just wasn't a team player, right? You know, the type, not prepared, not reliable, not helping the group win. And look, you don't have to accept that when it comes to your money, right? Stoke here from my friends at Trajan Wealth. If your financial advisor isn't communicating, isn't proactive, or just isn't giving you the confidence you deserve, Trajan Wealth can help you out. I thought I had everything in really, really good shape until Trajan Wealth took a second look. Turns out there was some big opportunities I was missing. Now I've got a clear path to retirement and way more peace of mind. And that's what my friends at Trajan Wealth will do for you also. And what I love about Trajan Wealth, they came up with a game plan specifically designed for you, your goals, and your needs. Because everyone's just a little bit different, and they're fiduciaries, which means they put your needs first. They had my back, and they'll have yours too. So if your teammate isn't being a team player, call my friends at Trajan Wealth today and get the support you deserve. 720-204-8100. That's 720-204-8100. Or you can find them online at TrajanWealth.com. That's TRAJAN Wealth.com. They have offices located in Broomfield, Greenwood Village, and Loveland. Trajan Wealth. Plan smarter, dream bigger. Advisory services through Trajan Wealth, LLC, SEC registered investment advisor, client, paid advertisement. Additional disclosures at TrajanWealth.com.
KKFN and KKFN HD1, Longmont, Denver. Powered by Able Builders, it's Stokley and Evans with Mark Schlereth. Online shopping.
I have great friends.
Are these paid friends?
Like my wife?
Yes.
Are they mail order friends?
Survival instincts.
I would be the easiest man in the world to kidnap. All you gotta do is have a sign that says Schlereth, and I'm getting in.
And a little bit of gore.
I got attacked.
You got attacked?
Yeah, I thought I was going to have to get my finger or hand amputated. I mean, it was just gushing blood. Gushing.
It's Stokley and Evans with Mark Schlereth on Denver Sports 104.3 The Fan.
All right. I love the Charles Barkley.
But
Charles
Frank Caliendo?
Barkley's that was my favorite today. We just had Frank Caliendo on, and the Barkley was my favorite. I thought he did a really good Adam Schefter.
Yeah.
He said that's a new one for him, it sounded like. So, yeah. I like the Barkley.
It's funny watching Kelly. We just had Frank Caliendo on. He's going to be performing coming here to Comedy Works South, April 17th and 18th. Go to frankonstage.com to get your tickets. But it's funny when if you watch him, he'll talk about his voices, how he gets, and how like literally all he has to change is like the way he breathes or his eyes or anything. He can transition from one voice to another, and how the voices are actually so close to each other that it doesn't take much for him to just pivot from one voice to another. But I loved his description of Robert Downey Jr. He just said, basically, just whatever you say, just put a burp in it at the end. Just, finish it with like a burp in the second half of it. So that's Robert Downey Jr. So there you go. So he's coming to town, and we look forward to that. And always, Denver's always a great, great stop for Frank Caliendo. You guys seem to really enjoy Frank, and Frank enjoys you. We had Mike Klis, our 9 News Bronco insider, on with us earlier today, and a lot of good stuff from Mike when it comes to this Broncos running back room. Not only what the room is now, but maybe what the Broncos were trying to do to change and improve it. Here was Mike Klis on what the Broncos' number one running back goal was going into this offseason.
Their primary interest was in Breece Hall of the Jets. And Darren Muji worked in the Broncos front office for years and years, feared that the Broncos were interested in Breece Hall. Maybe he got word of it. I'm not sure, but he placed that prohibitive franchise tag on Breece Hall. So the Broncos, the guy they really like, and he wasn't available because of the franchise tag.
Yeah, I mean, look, Mark and I both were in agreement on Breece Hall. I mean, we loved him, and that would have been a great addition. And obviously, the Jets realize, the Jets are so bad. They've done so many things wrong, and it just gets worse and worse there. But that was the one good thing that they actually did. That guy's a really good football player. Oh, I would have loved to see the Broncos be able to get Breece Hall. Obviously, they put the franchise tag on him. I don't think Broncos would have been the only team interested in Breece Hall. You put him at the top of the list, in front of Walker, in front of any other running backs that were free agents this year. So he would have been a hot commodity this year. And it's a bummer that the Broncos didn't even have a chance to get him. But
he'd have been like Stokes said, man. There would have been a bidding war on Breece Hall. And to the Jets' credit, he's the one guy that can sell a ticket. Like, he's the one guy you're interested in going and watching. And so that's exactly why they put a franchise tag on the guy.
So once Breece Hall was out of the mix, who was target number 2?
They did like a chain. I think that's how he's pronouncing it now. But they had interest in him, and that was, I think, what the latter point that you were making there. They liked him a lot, but they didn't like him at the $12 million that he wound up getting, 13 maximum a year contract.
Okay, here's a little bit of my pet peeve here about free agency, okay? You go into free agency with the understanding you're going to be spending A+ money on B+ players, or you're going to be spending B+ money on C+ players, okay? You're going to overpay. So if you really like Travis Etienne, really $4 or $5 million? Should all of a sudden you hold up the stop sign and say, nope, too rich for our blood?
Well, I think you look at it and say we don't have him graded just like the draft, right? Like, we don't have him graded higher than we have our own guy graded. And the difference between $8 and $12 million, and I know it's not our money, so it doesn't matter. But when you start thinking about, hey, we got a draft class that we got to put together, and there's probably behind the scenes, they'd probably been working on the Waddle thing, without us even knowing about it for the last however long. So that might have been another thing that they were working on. So I can understand it. That if you don't value him that high, why would we spend that kind of money on him?
Yeah, they didn't like him that much.
And you got to have...
They didn't like him.
At some point, you have to have a line you just don't cross.
Yeah, so, it's apparent that you had opportunities to get him before. If they wanted ATN, they could have got him before. He was on the trade market, going back 2 years ago. Jacksonville was looking to get rid of him, right? So you look at last offseason before they signed Dobbins, they really wanted him. I think they probably could have made a move for him, right? And they didn't do it. He was a free agent, right, this year. And that just tells you they really didn't love the guy, really didn't want him. If they did, they could have got him.
Finally.
And they have more money to spend than the Saints. Right? So I don't think they valued him all that high.
Finally, this is Klis's prediction for what the Broncos running back room will look like this season.
Yeah, I wouldn't be surprised if they get a veteran back for insurance, on a little bit above the minimum in free agency before the draft, but they're going to draft one. From what I understand, they're, historically, you get a good one in the 5th round. You can get one in the 4th round, maybe in the 3rd again. But I do think in 2026, their top 3 running backs are going to be Dobbins, Harvey, and a guy they draft. I think that's going to be their room. They got to get a running back in this draft, and a pretty good one.
Hope he's right. Hope that's the plan.
Yeah, you
can't run it back with this running back room as it.
No, you got to add to the room. But yeah, you can find running backs all over. But again, what I've been saying for years is, but you got to find them. Yeah, right? I mean, we picked the wrong guys. You go back to, the Royce Freemans and
fifth round. Don't casually say, well, you can find him in the fifth round. You took Audric Estime in the fifth round. How'd that work out?
And you picked all these other guys. We just haven't hit on one. There's a lot of good ones everywhere.
Correct.
You just got to hit on one. So hopefully this is the year to find that kind of hidden gem in the 4th, 5th, 6th round.
Yeah, there's all kinds of running backs that are 4th, 5th round picks that have had a ton of success in the National Football League. We just don't happen to have one right now. I mean, we have a Hall of Famer in TD that was picked in the 6th round here. But, it's one thing to say, oh, they're easy to find. They're all over the place. Well, you know what? Like to Stokes' point, yeah, but you're the one that's got to find them. And that guy's got to come in and have an impact right away.
Up next, I get a sense right now of what's coming out of Chiefs Kingdom, and I'm sensing a little bit of panic when it comes to the moves Kansas City's making. That's next.
With the Nuggets now fully healthy, could they actually run their way through the Western Conference playoffs en route to another NBA title?
Outside of OKC, this team can run away.
Right.
They could have 5-game series until they face OKC, and then that's 7. That's 7. You'd better be 7. Let's put it that way.
Yeah.
But everyone else, if you play your best basketball, that's a gentleman's sweep.
Denver Sports 104.3. The Fan.
Well, more confidence, a better healthy lifestyle. Just a couple of the benefits that come along with stopping your hair loss dead in its tracks with advanced hair restoration. Do what I did 20 years ago and start taking your hair loss seriously. No reason why you shouldn't, since this will start regrowing your own natural hair immediately, and it'll keep growing, and it's all guaranteed. Advanced hair restoration flat out works. I did this 20 years ago. It took 1 day. 1 day, that's it. I've never had to go back. No follow-up procedures, nothing. My hair continues to grow. Advanced Hair Restoration features the latest science, the newest technology, and legendary Dr. Tanya Pauls, the same Dr. Pauls that did my hair. Man, can't thank her enough. Whether it's a bald spot, thinning hair, or receding hairline, Advanced Hair can help. You decide how much hair and where, and they do the rest. For a limited time, get a free consultation, 250 free hair grafts, $250 off. Just call 720-459-HAIR and at advancedhair.com. That's advancedhair.com.
Get in the zone, AutoZone.
Annie's first oil change wasn't as hard as she thought because she went to AutoZone, where a friendly AutoZoner helped her find the right oil and save on an oil filter. He explained the job and showed her free how-tos on AutoZone.com. When she was done, AutoZone recycled her old oil for free. No hassles, just help. Everything you need, nothing you don't.
Get in the zone, AutoZone.
Restrictions apply.
Jackson Hewitt will do your taxes for $149 or less, no matter how complicated. So if you're a delivery driver, /handyman, /wedding DJ, you pay only $149 or less. We're talking to you, waitress.
Check, please.
/pet sitter, /influencer. Just $149 or less. Want your refund to work as hard as you? Hurry. Don't wait. File with Jackson Hewitt today. Limited time offer for new clients on federal returns. Participating locations only. Terms at jacksonhewitt.com/149.
Hey, Brandon Stokley here. Winter might be hanging on, but Colorado, warm one day, freezer the next. And trust me, summer is coming in hot. Beat the rush with an early bird air conditioner tune-up and inspection for only $49 from Rocks Heating and Air. They'll inspect your system and keep you cool when everyone else is scrambling. Call ROX Rocks Heating and Air today and schedule your tune-up before the end of March. Now play that jingle.
HVAC service, installation, repair. ROX Rocks Heating and Air.
Jacob's Law and 303 Law 4040, the husband and wife law firm where you don't get passed around to a law clerk or some call center overseas. You always get to meet directly with me and my lovely wife, Kimberly. Go ahead, save that number in your phone. You never know when you're going to need it. It's 303 Law 4040.
Hi, I'm Terrell Davis, two-time world champion and Pro Football Hall of Famer. There is nothing more important than your health.
Score big. Save up to 50% off on select premium equipment. Visit one of Fitness Gallery's 7 convenient locations from Colorado Springs to Fort Collins.
Don't dread tax season. Embrace it with College Invest, the only college savings account that comes with a Colorado tax deduction. Get started today at collegeinvest.org.
This segment on 104.3 The Fan's brought to you by Fitness Gallery, selling the world's finest fitness equipment.
Ditch the bland, flavorless sports talk and tune into Freshly Grated, where Will Peterson and Marcello Romano serve up piping hot takes and bold opinions with no filter and an extra side of sarcasm. Every weekday at 2 p.m. on the Denver Sports 104.3 The Fan YouTube channel. Like and subscribe today at Denver Sports 104.3 and come along for the ride. Denver Sports 104.3 The Fan. Fierce competition.
Man, I'll tell you, you know how to stoke my competitive fires. Could I house a hot dog in 10 seconds or less?
Intellectual discussion.
Kind of like when I played on the football field. When you're high IQ guys, Mike, out there, whenever someone's not at that level, it's frustrating.
And some Latin influence.
Pasa la leche, por favor. Sounds hot. I'm not gonna lie.
It's Stokley and Evans with Mark Schlereth on Denver Sports 104.3 The Fan.
Happy Tuesday morning to you. Thanks for being with us as we roll through this morning. A lot of good stuff to talk about. And
who sings that real quick? Is
Rob Morris.
You're an idiot. You're an idiot. I see. I know the guy, but what's the? It's in No O'Reilly's. I think it's Rob Thomas.
Yeah.
Right. So you were trying to get an O'Reilly?
Oh, yeah.
On the guy that asked you
Yeah,
who sings
I was
it.
trying to throw it right back. Hey,
Right.
that's next level.
That's cheeky.
Yeah.
Right there. That
And I
shows-
knew it. I knew who
That's
the
ballsy.
guy was.
That's ballsy right there.
But isn't he a part of a group? Or wasn't he a part of a
Yeah,
group?
Matchbox 20.
Okay.
No, that's...
Okay, and I'm just laughing because I don't know if that's
He
correct or
tried
not.
to get you on an O'Reilly when you asked the
Right.
question.
Yes.
That's next level. Steve.
Yeah.
That's next level.
And the fact that I knew it and I could almost fell for it.
Yes.
But I didn't.
You didn't.
Good try, though.
Thank you.
Yeah.
No, as of right now, I'm the reigning dope when it comes to having
yes,
a
you are.
fall.
Notice how I did keep direct eye contact with you because I was hoping Mike would jump in
Right.
with the Rob Thomas.
Yes.
Yeah.
Oh, no, I'm at DEFCON 1 right now. You're not going to get me on anything for a while. For a while.
Right. Till you let your guard down.
Exactly. But I'm...
Like, if you get one of us, then you feel pretty good about
Yes.
yourself.
Yes.
You've got some confidence. You let
Yes.
your guard down. Then
No, I'm at DEFCON 1 until I
we-
get one of you guys.
Did we ever
Yeah.
keep the audio, Ty? Did we have the audio of me getting Evans? Did we ever keep that?
I still think that was a little bit
No, it
sus,
wasn't.
but...
No, it wasn't.
All right.
I don't
For the
understand.
first time? I think I saved that.
Did you save the one?
It was the...
Who?
I
What
corrected-
the name?
I
the name I
corrected you
said.
on a player, yeah.
Yes.
Mm-hmm.
Do we remember?
it was a free agent that went to it was a Quay or Clay.
Oh,
Clay-
yeah. It was
Clay
Quay,
Wa-
Quay Walker, and I called
said
him.
Clay
I called
Walker.
him. Well, Clay Walker. You know, like
and I said no, it's Quay.
yes.
Yeah.
And you
It
went,
was-
oh, really? And I'm like, unbelievable. I'm constantly correcting you two, constantly. And just because this one time I didn't say, okay, no O'Reillys, it's Quay, not Clay.
Yeah, well, that's the game we play.
Well,
Exactly. You got caught slipping.
Mm-hmm. You did.
all right. I got a message for Chiefs fans. I'm seeing some panic with the way the Chiefs are going about their moves. So, Patrick Mahomes is coming back from the ACL, right?
Correct.
And before that, he was playing some of the worst football of his career, correct?
Yeah, that's
Okay.
fair.
I think in their rush to do everything they possibly can, and I can't believe I'm going to say it, but I'm going to say it, to prop up Patrick Mahomes, I think they're making a couple of panic moves and overspending on a couple of guys.
Okay.
I think they overspent for Kenneth Walker.
I would agree.
As you have said multiple times, this time last year, the Seahawks were entertaining the idea of trading Kenneth Walker.
They were trying to trade him during the season right up at the trade deadline. Yeah.
Okay.
Before the draft last year, they tried to trade him, and they tried to trade him before the deadline.
Okay. Put that there, okay?
Mm-hmm.
They went back and brought back Travis Kelce yesterday.
Yeah.
It's a 1 year. I mean, don't fall for the 3 years, 52, whatever the number was. It's a 1 year, $12 million deal with $3 million of incentives. I'm sorry. At this stage of his career, Travis Kelce's not a $12 million for one season tight end. He's not. But this is about, A, trying to prop up Patrick Mahomes, B, trying to keep Mahomes happy. And in the process, I think they've made 2 moves in which they overpaid for 2 players. And I don't think those were smart moves by a team that normally makes smart moves. Tell me why I'm wrong.
Well, I don't, I don't think the Kenneth Walker move is a bad move for them at all, even though, they overpaid, right? So we'll see if they overpaid or not. You know how we know that? We'll see how Kenneth Walker plays this year in their offense.
Mm-hmm.
But it was obvious that after a couple years of Pacheco and Kareem Hunt, that they were done with those 2 guys. And they wanted to try to upgrade, and so they went out and got the best available guy to help them out. So did you give the guy too much money, maybe? Yeah. But is that overpaying? Here, Mike, I'll give you this for an example. So that's why I'm going to tell you why you're wrong. Did the Broncos, overpay for Mike McGlinchey and Ben Powers? Well, yeah, they overpaid for those 2 guys. They did.
You're not trying to compare the importance of 2 offensive linemen to a running back, are you?
Whoa. Slow down.
No, I'm
Slow down.
I'm defending you.
Okay, you're saying that the offensive linemen are far more important.
Far more important.
Good. I'm glad.
But guess what?
Sometimes sometimes your JV knowledge gets in the way.
He was on a high alert right there. He was
that's like playing the relay game.
Yeah, but offensive. What would I rather? Like the best offensive lineman or the best run? I'd rather give me the offensive lineman. Okay, I got you. But you're saying that. But what happens if you don't have a running game? Is the running back important? Of course it's important. Okay, so the Chiefs are telling you they made it a priority, right? Just like the Broncos made it a priority. And in free agency, when you make something a priority, you have to be aggressive. When you have to be aggressive because there's multiple teams that want those guys, you have to overpay a little bit. That's just the price of doing business. It's not like the biggest deal in the world. Like, oh, my gosh, the Chiefs, how are they going to be able to handle their salary cap moving forward? Oh, my gosh, it's going to be – no. So sometimes you have to overpay. It's not a big deal.
The Chiefs have never, in this run of theirs, they've never come across like a team that felt the need to overpay for offensive guys.
They're desperate.
Well, okay.
Right.
They're desperate.
That's what I'm saying. That's
help Mahomes out a little bit more with the running game. They realize that we got to help him out a little bit more.
I use the word panic. You're using the word desperate. Whatever you want to use. I'm just telling you, it's un-Chief-like behavior.
Here's the other thing.
And it comes back to whether or not, how they view Mahomes.
You spent all this money on Kenneth Walker. When have you ever known Andy Reid to really, truly want to run the ball?
Oh, my God. You want to talk about the poster child for NFL coaches who are looking for any excuse possible to not run the football.
Right.
It's Andy Reid.
Him and Sean.
Reid more than Sean. And I agree with you. Sean's right up there in the
I haven't seen
top
Andy
of the list.
Reid have run the ball on his play sheet.
No, it just says, after game, get nuggies.
Nuggies. Where's my nuggies?
Boom, boom, chubby, choom, chooms.
That's what it says.
No, but I think
Don't
the Chiefs,
forget the nuggies.
I think that you're right. I mean, all of a sudden they went from prioritizing their defense and letting Mahomes be the dude and just say, figure it out, to now it's like, we got to get him more help. They let both of their cornerbacks go.
Both of them.
Starting cornerbacks are both gone.
And replaced one of the cornerbacks with the Rams cornerback who the Rams were like, hey, this is the reason we couldn't beat Seattle. Is this guy. I'm with you, man. I think there's some panic coming out of Kansas City right now. And their receiving core hasn't proven to, take any pressure off of Mahomes.
No, not at all. So
that's good.
It's good. But I mean, you look at what they have at their wide receiver room. But tight end, you're bringing back Kelsey, who's on his last leg. What is he going to give them this year? Coming off the wedding, and oh man, last year he went all in. Last year to be in the best shape he's been in forever. Like, because that was going to be the kind of the finale.
And at the end, he seemed like a guy who was ready to check out.
Well, he just didn't have it.
Now all of a sudden he's got it back. A year older?
I mean, he didn't. Let's not act like he had a terrible year. He had 850 yards, 76 receptions. We would die for that in our tight end room, right?
But it's not typical.
Like those numbers are just shy of what you thought Evan Ingram was going to get with the Joker role.
Ingram's going to do it this year.
Yeah.
You watch. Year 2.
I mean,
Kay Adams would never steer me wrong.
Him and Troutman, the combo. Combo. What are we going to call them? Like, all great combos have nicknames.
Right? Like Batman and Robin. What's Troutman and Ingram? Or Ingram and Troutman?
No. What is it?
Ingram and
Text line.
What is it?
Do your stuff. Do your worst.
Let's go fishing.
Do your worst. Your best. RamosLaw.com, text line 303-713-1043. We need a name for the duo of Ingram and Troutman. Oh, this is going to be good. Up next, Stoke had something he wanted to say. I don't know what it is. It's some observation he wants to share. So we'll turn it over to Stoke next.
Will we look back at the end of this Nuggets season and declare that all the injuries they dealt with could end up helping them come the postseason?
Having these injuries and not be, having all these different parts that have had to step up and play a lot of different minutes, I think in the end, that's going to definitely help this group. I mean, it's a full room now, though.
Denver Sports 104.3. The Fan.
Well, dynasties are the most respected part of sports. They're built on consistency, commitment, and an intelligence that stands the test of time. Same goes for what Silterhar Motors has done for over 66 years now, establishing themselves as a dynasty among Colorado dealerships. And with this being March, they're all about two big events at Silterhar. They love their hoops, and they love Truck Month. For the rest of March, get this incredible deal on Ford F-150s, America's top-selling truck for decades. You get 0% financing for 72 months, along with 0 down and no payments for 92 days on select F-150s. Even more at Silterhar. Get up to $6,000 cash back on Ford Explorer and Bronco. Silterhar Motors is 4 massive dealerships in one: Ford, Lincoln, Volvo, and Mazda. Huge inventory, new and used, for whatever car buying needs you require. Do all your shopping at sthmotors.com or come visit them in person at Highway 36 in Wadsworth. Silterhar Motors. Get everything you want out of a dealership.
Check engine or ABS light on? Take the guesswork out of your warning lights with O'Reilly Veriscan. It's free. Ask for O'Reilly Veriscan.
O'Reilly Auto Parts.
I move mountains for a living. Literally. That means I don't carry hand lotion, and when it comes to serious heartburn, I don't mess around with anything but Rolaids. Rolaids' dual-active formula has calcium carbonate and magnesium hydroxide that relieves heartburn fast. Yeah, you heard right. 2 actives for that powerful relief. And the best part? The roll fits right here in my pocket, so I can get back to moving mountains.
Rolade spells powerful relief. Read each label. Use as directed. Keep out of reach of children.
How can you grow your business from idea to industry leader? With smart business buying tools and technology from Amazon Business. From fast, free shipping to in-depth buying insights and automated purchase approvals, we deliver everything you need. Go to AmazonBusiness.com for support.
.5280 exteriors, the altitude of quality.
Strong delegation.
Somebody's got to be in charge.
Someone has to be the parent.
Somebody has to be the parent, and I just put my foot down.
Proper hydration.
I'm reminded today of my boy Stokley, who I like to refer to as Fluids.
And trust in your teammates.
There was a lot of doubters. There was a lot of haters.
Never any doubt.
A lot of doubt from the guys that know you best, that work with you.
It's Stokley and Evans with Mark Schlereth on Denver Sports 104.3 The Fan.
9:32. I'm a little surprised you're still here, Stoke.
Why is that?
Well,
we work till 10. You know me. I
grinder.
go the whole,
You're a grinder.
Yeah, 4 hours.
Yeah, but you admitted earlier you forgot that today is Peyton Manning's birthday. Not only his birthday, it's a big one. It's his 50th, okay? And, you being the self-professed best friend of Peyton Manning, I would have thought that, you might have set aside something for the day.
Right.
And you were caught completely unprepared to the point where, Stink, you admitted you had already reached out to Peyton, wished him happy birthday earlier this morning.
Yeah.
And Stoke, you were like...
It's one of the first things I did when I got up.
Right, Stoke, you were like,
5 a.m.
oh, shoot, I forgot today's his birthday. Why didn't I get a notification?
Yeah, I got the notification on there too late, like at 10 o'clock. It notifies me. Right, so I got to put that in earlier now that I'm doing the morning show, so I do it, send the text earlier. I will be going straight to the mall after this to get a nice gift and then just go over there and probably bringing some donuts and coffee for him, and just yeah.
What kind of gift do you think you get him? What do you get the guy that's already got everything?
Got everything.
Yeah.
Got everything. You know what's good though? It's always a good go-to, especially for a golfer or like a belt. A nice belt.
Yeah.
He appreciates a nice belt. So that's always a good go-to.
Are you going to buy a new belt, or are you going to give him one of the 34 you have in your closet? Are you going to regift?
Well, his waist size is probably smaller than mine, so I've kind of outgrown a couple. Maybe I'll just regift one of them. Yeah, one of the ones I've
that you can't wear anymore.
Yes, exactly. Yeah. So I could do that. He's got this clothing deal now, so
yeah,
you see
Johnson and Murphy.
Yeah, you see that in the airport. I'm like, oh my gosh,
all over the place.
And so there's no tie or socks or anything like that. What else could you get a guy that, again, like Mark says, you pretty much have everything?
Yeah, I got him a picture of the two of us. Put a nice inscription on it. Probably hanging in his suite right now.
So you can put that one up into the suite. Add this one.
Yeah.
Let's put a new one up for 2026 season.
Yeah. It's been I've had such a great time, really cultivating a relationship and, getting to spend time with you and talk football in the suite has been, frankly, one of the really cool things that I've ever gotten to do in my life. And so I just wanted to thank you for that. Just something like that.
By the way, Stoke, I had to bring this up because you've always had fun with this over the years, but I saw it with my own eyes yesterday. So when we were at Richie's going away party, Richie Carney leaving Denver to head out to Sacramento to become the program director of the sports station there, our sister station in Sacramento. So we had a going away thing for him last night. Very well attended. It was awesome.
Everybody was there.
Everybody was there.
I can't remember who didn't show up.
Who was there? I mean,
John Simber.
Johnny Fever.
Yeah. He was tired.
Seriously. That was your excuse.
I'm tired.
Your excuse was a beauty. You said you said that you didn't sleep well Sunday night.
Correct.
Which, okay.
2 hours. Yeah.
So
I didn't sleep well either.
Here's what most people would do in this situation. They would take a nap, but they would set their alarm. I'm going to give myself a good, 3 hours of sleep, and then I'll set my alarm. I'll go out and hang out with everybody and wish Richie well, and then I'll go back home and go back to bed. But you just decide, nah, I'm going to just no alarm. And if I wake up on time, I wake up on time. If I don't, I don't.
Right.
Well, I don't want to be
and you ended up waking up at 11.
Yeah, and I don't want to be a wet blanket if I'm super tired, and I also have an expired license that I don't want to be driving on and wouldn't be able to drink anyway.
Jeez, you got a lot of issues, bud.
Sounds like there's
you think those are
potential
issues,
beef there. That's just feels like an excuse. Like there's actual beef behind
I didn't
that.
think you were no-showing, though, Evans.
Yes, I walk in with Stoke.
Just real quick, I was pulling in, and I saw Mark was walking in, so I saw Lana yell at him, hey, I love you, Mark. She's like, no, I'm not going to do that. I'm not. And he was walking in with a couple other guys, just behind him or random. And so he opened the door, so I rolled down the window as I was going by. Love you, Mark Schlereth! Right, gave him that one or whatever.
Mark did turn and wave.
Yeah. Just another fan of mine. And so, no, I went to go park, and then
so often.
I know.
Then saw Ty walking into the brothers over there, and so I was like, okay, so we got two people here, and then Lana and I got out of the car or whatever. We're walking in, and I was like, I don't think Mike's going to show. I think he's going to no-show today.
Really? Why?
I didn't get it. I feel like I have good awareness on situations, and I've asked you a couple times. I think yesterday, I think it was yesterday. We talked about it. You just didn't seem like you were committed. You were like, "Yeah, I'm probably going to make it."
Yeah.
That was your answer. I think I'm going to make it. Mm-hmm. And so to me, when you say, "I think I'm going to make it," and then you live kind of farther away than most of us.
Actually, it was a very, very easy drive coming from the Wood. I mean, I just hopped on C470, got right off C470. I think it was like 13 miles. So
okay.
It was very easy.
But it seemed like, you might have some issues with traffic, et cetera.
Yeah, no,
so I was
crazy.
I told her, I don't think Evans is going to show. Right when I said that, we turned around, and there you were.
Yep.
Drive it up in your truck.
Yep.
I just wonder, when you say you have good awareness, what would Lana say about your awareness, do you think?
Well, she did text me earlier today.
About your awareness?
She did. She said.
Speaking of the anchor.
I mean, we don't have to go into specifics, but I would love
Wait,
for you to
I'm just going to read the last sentence. She texted me.
Yeah, this is good. This is good.
All right. And this is right before 3 exclamation marks here.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Right? Read the room and have some. And now this is all caps, awareness. Exclamation mark, exclamation mark, exclamation mark. Read the room and have some awareness. That was her text to me at 7:40 this morning. So, yeah, I guess when it comes to some things, maybe I don't have the awareness that I need to have.
Well, here's what I was aware of. Because you've always joked about Zack and how he would always, back in the day when he had like 19 jobs, and he would always like drive around with trivia equipment in his truck, or in his car, in his trunk just in case, to be able to set up and immediately start doing trivia, right? Well, where we were yesterday, Brothers Bar and Grill, there was a guy up there on the stage who was doing some trivia, and he would occasionally pop on, and we were right by his stage. And I couldn't help but a couple times when he was up there, I happened to look over at Zack, and he was kind of looking at the guy, kind of giving him a little bit of a side eye. You could tell he was judging him, grading him, evaluating him. And I was almost sensing like, are we going to have a problem here? Because is he going to be like, look,
let me show you how to do this.
Let me show
whippersnapper.
how you do this.
Yes.
And the guy might have said, well, okay, if you'd like to come up here. And no, I don't need to use your stuff. I got my own.
I did ask him.
Yeah.
I did ask him.
He seemed a little, there was like, he was like carrying on conversations, but then he almost, at times he seemed a little distracted. And I think he was looking over at the trivia guy.
Of course he was.
Yeah, I think you're right.
There's no doubt.
I had
He
never
was saying,
realized,
I could do this better.
I saw it in person for the first time.
You're lucky, buddy, that I have all these people that I'm mingling with and talking with, and I have a function here.
Right.
Or I would step up to the plate and give you a couple lessons.
Do you think he still carries around the trivia stuff?
It's absolutely in the trunk.
Yeah.
Well, you just never know.
Yeah.
You never know
when you're going to be called upon.
Right.
Yeah. Right. I mean, it very easily, if that guy wasn't there, I could easily see Zack looking around going, you know what? This is a good night. This is a good event. But you know what it's missing? Trivia.
Let me go get my gear.
Yep.
It's in the trunk of my car.
Yep.
I mean,
just give me 4 or 5 more minutes and I'll be all set up.
Wow. Oh, man. We almost got caught slipping today.
Nice. Hey, pound it.
I want to pound his ass.
Oh, I see what you just did there.
Nice fist bump.
You're savage, man. Savage. Okay, coming up next, we'll take a look. Stokes quiet. Stokes like,
I don't want to get another text from
the wife.
No,
with
the wifey.
Block letters, capital letters, and
now,
5 exclamation points.
Jeez, okay.
Hey, bracket busted? Don't worry. Denver Sports is giving you another shot with our second chance bracket presented by Waterloo Turf and Xfinity. Head to denversports.com/bracket for your chance to win $1,000. That's denversports.com/bracket. Entry ends before the first game on Thursday, March 26th. Big night tonight for the Nuggets and Avs. What's at stake and what's it going to take to come away with a couple of W's? We'll tell you next.
With J.K. Dobbins and R.J. Harvey back in the Broncos running back room, what will that mean for their plans in the upcoming draft?
I don't think they're going to draft a running back in the second round. There's no chance.
No chance.
I mean, they drafted one last year in the second round.
I know.
And they love Harvey. George Payton, I think they love Harvey.
Pet Kitty.
Right.
Pet cat.
Yeah.
So, maybe they draft 4th round because you got 2 4th-round picks.
Denver Sports 104.3. The Fan.
Sex, intimacy, love. These 3 things are critical to a good relationship, and that's the problem with erectile dysfunction. It often destroys sexual enjoyment and intimacy. It stresses the love between partners, often to the breaking point. This is Jeff for the Rocky Mountain Men's Clinic, and if you're suffering with ED, you likely know exactly what I'm talking about. But I also want you to know that ED doesn't have to impact your relationship anymore. At the Rocky Mountain Men's Clinic, we're ED experts with our focus on men's sexual health. We've treated tens of thousands of men and have treatments that are effective in well over 90% of cases. I promise you, if you're like most guys, you can get your sex life back, perhaps even performing like you haven't in years. So if ED is affecting you, it's time to get back to better sex, better intimacy, and deeper love. Call us. Just $99 gets you blood work, a medical consult, and if medically advised, a test dose. And if that test dose doesn't work in the office, your visit is free. Call 720-440-7900 or go to RockyMountainMen'sClinic.com.
Hey, it's Mike Evans. Restore your bald spot, reverse your receding hairline, or add volume to thinning hair with the same simple one-day treatment I receive from Dr. Tanya Pauls of Advanced Hair. Your own natural hair begins regrowing the very next day, and your new hair is guaranteed to grow. Advanced Hair has changed tens of thousands of lives, including mine. For your free consultation, $250 off and 250 free hair grafts. Call 720-459-HAIR, advancedhair.com.
So, you're ready to propose, huh?
Yeah, man. She's definitely the one.
What are we thinking about the ring? I got my wife's at Hellsberg. I couldn't recommend a better jeweler.
I could use some help with that.
Man, go to Hellsberg. I had no idea how many details you need to consider. Did you know you can get a natural or lab-grown diamond? I didn't. Figure out what she wants. Trust me, they'll make it happen.
Start your story with Hellsberg. Shop in store or at hellsberg.com.
Colorado! Zack here for 5280 Exteriors. Guys, we've had the driest winter in decades, over 50 years in some areas, and that means a higher wildfire risk. Now's the time to protect your home. 5280 Exteriors installs fire-resistant, non-combustible, low-maintenance upgrades built to handle Colorado's extreme weather. Choose James Hardy siding, Timber Tech decking, and Pella Impervia fiberglass windows. Plus, get 60 months no-interest financing. 5280 Exteriors, the altitude of quality.
Hi, I'm Terrell Davis, 2-time world champion and Pro Football Hall of Famer. There is nothing more important than your health.
Score big, save up to 50% off on select premium equipment. Visit one of Fitness Gallery's 7 convenient locations from Colorado Springs to Fort Collins.
Jacob's Law and 303 Law 4040, the husband and wife law firm where you don't get passed around to a law clerk or some call center overseas. You always get to meet directly with me and my lovely wife, Kimberly. Go ahead, save that number in your phone. You never know when you're going to need it. It's 303 Law 4040.
Do you know what's accepted at 99% of places that take credit cards nationwide? If you guessed Discover, you guessed right. Based on the February 2024 Nielsen report.
This segment on 104.3 The Fan is brought to you by Roller Auction.
Stream Stokley and Evans with Mark Schlereth, Dover and Cecil, The Drive, and all your favorite shows on the Denver Sports 104.3 The Fan app. Powered by Advanced Tax Solutions. Denver Sports 104.3 The Fan.
Lame excuses. This wasn't worthy of the big board of BS. This was just a mistake on my part.
Armchair therapy.
You feel like you're on edge a little bit today. You in a bad mood? You have a good day?
No, I'm fine.
And Grace under pressure.
You know what? Maybe you should do a little research while you're here. That way you can write your next book about a small town.
It's pretty, I can't remember what I was supposed to say.
It's Stokley and Evans with Mark Schlereth on Denver Sports 104.3 The Fan.
So what do you say, guys? Couple of wins tonight?
Big wins, yeah.
Avs take care of business. This is a revenge game, right? I mean, if you're the
Absolutely.
Avs
against the Penguins
that just smoked you 7-2 last week.
Yeah, and that game wasn't close.
Yeah, I mean, you got your butts whipped, and right from the start, to Mark's point, and so that was just a domination on a whole nother level. So, I mean, Mark, right? I mean, if you got any pride,
right,
a week later, yeah. You're like, all right, let's go. I mean, we got to bring it tonight. So, yes, absolutely revenge game. I think the goalie situation is what you got to look at. I mean, one guy gave up 4, one guy gave up 3. So it wasn't like either one of them played very well.
Right. And Bednar came right out after that game and said, I don't put any of this on Wedgie. He's like, man, we didn't play any defense at all. We had the breakdowns. Like, he was pissed.
Yeah, but still, I mean,
you still got to stop.
You gave up 3 goals and 5 and
4 shots, I think.
Yeah, something like that, right?
Yeah.
So you got to be better than that, right?
Certainly.
So I don't know. It's going to be interesting to see the goalie situation. Who do you think starts, Mike?
Well, okay, so here's what it's looked like since they came back from the Olympics. Okay, it's gone Wedgwood, then Blackwood for 3, Wedgwood for 3, Blackwood, Wedgwood, Blackwood, Wedgwood for 2, Blackwood for 2. And there's been some games where the goalies got pulled and the other one went in there. So your guess is as good as mine. What does this pattern of goalie use tell you if you're trying to read Jared Bednar's mind about how he views the goaltending with the upcoming playoffs?
Right now I'm trying to figure out who's our goaltender. We don't have one. We don't have a guy that has taken that goaltending job and said, this is mine, and he's waiting for somebody to take it.
He's waiting for someone to get hot. Yeah. You're exactly right. You're 100% right. And I think he's going back to Wedgwood tonight because of what you saw last time in that game. And
yeah, but that flies in the face of what you two both just said. You're looking for a goalie to get hot. You've got Blackwood, who's won his last 2 starts. Wouldn't you want to continue to go with that guy and give him every chance to show that he's my hot goalie?
No, you could, and I'd be like, okay, but I think what you want to do here is I want to see how Wedgwood bounces back, right? Because you're going to need both these guys in the playoffs, and I want to give this guy a chance to redeem himself. Did he just have? I mean, people have bad games every now, bad start, whatever. Didn't play good defense in front of him. Let's see if this team can redeem themselves, and let's see if Wedgwood can have a bounce back type of game. So I think it's a Wedgwood night.
I do too. I mean, and like Stoke and like you just said, I wouldn't be surprised if Blackwood goes out there because you're trying to figure it out. But it feels like a Wedgwood. It feels like it's time for Wedgwood. It feels like it's a redemption game, like Stoke said. That's just how I read it. But again, I've been wrong plenty of times before.
Yeah, and I thought when they were getting ready to play Dallas in what was clearly the biggest game of the season, and that he went with Wedgwood, that it was all right. So
telling.
That tells you that if there's a playoff game tonight, Wedgwood is your guy. But I think now, honestly, as we sit here with still, a dozen games left to go or so, I honestly cannot say if there was a playoff game tonight, this guy would be starting. I don't think anybody could say it definitively because I don't think Jared Bednar knows definitively yet.
I would agree with that.
So
I mean, you still got what? I mean, how many games do they have left?
13.
A little over 10, yeah. 13. So you got a little time to try to figure it out, and hopefully one of them, to Mark's point, gets hot and kind of takes this thing over and just makes it easy. That's what you want here. But you have 2 options, and hopefully one of them steps up and is at least a guy that you can really lean on and rely on in the playoffs, because that's really the biggest question mark is the goalie situation. Just don't completely screw it up.
Have you apologized to?
You're going to keep doing this, aren't you?
I just wondering. I
haven't heard him.
No, because I mean the toughness, is being the captain, the toughness, having to have.
You're just trying to bait
undercarriage, having undercarriage
to
surgery.
Get me in trouble.
Right. I just wondering if
I love Gabe.
Do you want to apologize, though?
Yeah,
now would be a good time to apologize, and then maybe you can start, the healing process. Yeah. That's how this stuff works.
My only apology is I wish I didn't say major disappointment. I wish I had gone with minor disappointment. I still would have used disappointment because I would have expected – I still would have expected more production from him this year, but I wish I hadn't said major. That was radio guy got in the way of my –
So go ahead. You can apologize.
So I apologize for saying major disappointment.
I mean, say it a little bit better, though. You just
say it a little better.
No, you can't use
his name.
You can't. Right? Yes. Use his name. Give a real apology.
Really. Why don't you
give a real apology?
Are you gonna tell Lana exactly what you
said to us?
Wait, what?
Wait. Behind the scenes?
Why is he?
Wait. behind the scenes, bringing the wife in.
I think you're getting a little personal here with me.
Wow.
I think you're getting a little personal here with me.
Getting a little personal.
Right.
I mean.
All right, here, you want to, okay, I apologize to Avalanche fans and Gabe Landeskog for saying that his lack of production was a major disappointment. I wish I had said it was a minor disappointment. There you go. How's that?
That was much better.
Okay.
But see, that's how you do
That's
it.
how the healing process
But have you
starts.
noticed? Have you noticed that since I said that, the production has ticked up? I'm just saying. I'll just leave it at that. The Nuggets, without playing last night, got some help, as both the Rockets and Lakers lost. I am now. It is crystal clear to me. If you're not going to be able to catch the Lakers for that third seed, I want Houston. I want Houston in the first round. Give me if I can't get to number 3, give me a 4-5, 5-4 matchup with Houston. That team is a bunch of frauds. I mean, they lost to the Bulls last night. The Bulls. Give me Houston, baby. Give me Houston. We will not have a problem with Houston.
I really thought Houston was going to be better this year with KD, you know, because they were a young team that was kind of on the rise and traded for KD and
just hasn't. It didn't have.
It's not terrible, but it's not.
Yeah.
I don't know.
But don't forget that we did just a week ago lose to Memphis.
Yeah.
Was it a scheduled, was it one of them scheduled losses?
Yeah, it was back to we didn't get in. No, we didn't
got
get
in late, and the pillows were
Houston
hard.
get in late?
Yeah, did Houston get in late? Were their pillows
Chicago,
hard?
They might have got in late too.
Sleep in a prison bed.
Yeah.
Tired legs.
Let me check here real quick. Houston. Nope. They played Saturday.
Mm-hmm.
Too much time off.
Then they went on
too many days. Too many days rested. Yeah. Took them a while to get their legs going.
Yeah.
That happens too.
Yeah.
Plus, you get to Chicago. You probably had a free night in Chicago. I mean,
free night in Chicago.
Whatever.
You went to Ditka's, had a steak, right?
Just threw you off.
Just threw you off. Just felt lethargic.
Exactly.
Too much meat.
Too much meat. Probably a cigar.
Meat sweats.
Probably a cigar too.
Oh, Ditka. Yeah, Ditka's bar. You're gonna smoke a cigar over there.
Maybe you had a cognac, to finish it all off at the end of the night. Too heavy. Heavy liquor, too heavy. But no, give me Houston. So we had this question yesterday. If you could choose your first round matchup between Houston, the Lakers, and Minnesota.
Yes.
And you were like, we both agreed we'd rather not play Minnesota. Not that we're afraid of Minnesota, but if we had to choose who to avoid, it'd be Minnesota. But you say no, bring on Minnesota.
No, I was the same way. I was the same way with y'all.
You kind of changed?
Yeah, but thinking about it.
Goobert?
You got Goober over there. He like I said earlier, he'll foul out in early fourth every game. I think for me, the team I'd least like to play is the Lakers.
Really?
Yep. Really.
Just think
it's Luka.
Rotation,
Luka. You have the dude in Luka, obviously, right? And we've seen that.
He is he's the new variable to the whole Nugget.
He's lost the
thing,
weight. He's more comfortable. I think LeBron feels more comfortable in his role. And you know what else it is? It's the Lakers. They're always going to get the calls.
Yeah.
And especially against the Nuggets, they're going to get the calls. They're going to get the extra free throws. LeBron's going to flop. It's Luka LeBron. Who's going to get every single call? It's going to be them. So I want to avoid the Lakers.
Yeah, to your point, the last time they played in the fourth quarter, LeBron tackles Murray.
Good point.
And Murray gets the call for the foul.
Right.
Right. How does that
fouls
happen?
out.
Yeah.
How does that happen?
You're right. Don't bring
Ridiculous.
that. Don't bring that into play. I get you.
Right.
But boy, sign me up for Houston. Bring on the Rockets. All right, guys. Good job. We'll see you again tomorrow morning, starting at 6. Have a great day, everybody. Dover.
I'm going to see Payton.
Go see Payton. Happy birthday, by the way.
50th.
He's
happy birthday,
Payton. 50. He's gonna kick because he's 50. Peyton Manning. Happy birthday, Peyton. You are still Peyton freaking Manning. All right, Dover Cecil coming up next.
Your bracket's busted, destroyed. It's embarrassing. But hey, we've all been there. The good news? Denver Sports is throwing you a lifeline. It's the Second Chance Bracket presented by Waterloo Turf and Xfinity. Your shot at redemption and $1,000. Dust yourself off. Head to DenverSports.com/bracket and prove your first bracket was just a warm-up. Entries close before tip-off Thursday, March 26th. That's DenverSports.com/bracket. Denver Sports 104.3. The Fan.
Stoking for my friends at Roller Auction, a leader in Colorado auctions for over 40 years. And they got one of my favorite auctions that will be ending in a couple days with over 1,000 items in it. All you got to do is go to rollerauction.com to get logged in, to get signed up. It's free, it's easy, it's open to the public. Best part about it is you're going to get some great deals on great items. That's what I love about Roller Auction, and that's what you'll love about Roller Auction also. Got a factory return home electronics and general merchandise auction, and you got 1 o'clock this Thursday with over 1,000 items in it. I'm talking about gaming desktops. How about cookware sets, refrigerators, freezers, convection ovens, laptops, espresso machines, all kind of speakers. If you're looking for some rower machines, yeah, they got a few of those in this auction. How about one of those really cool LED face masks? Yep, they got some of those also. This is what I love about Roller Auction. They always have cool, unique items, different type of auctions that you're not going to find anywhere else. And